Hello, friends and family, and alien variations thereupon, and welcome to Euphoria. Thank you so much for joining this pre-recorded solo stream of For Small Creatures Such as We, as part of Euphoria's Summer of Sci-Fi. My name is Fiona, I use she, her pronouns, and I am a white woman with soft, mid-length, blondie-brownie hair and blue eyes, wearing a bluey-green, fabulous boiler suit from Lucy and Yak, and wearing a tiny bit of makeup as well, including a slight red lipstick and some green eyeshadow. I hope you're all well, wherever you are seeing this particular stream, or VOD. I am an improviser, actual play performer, and podcaster amongst many roles and many hats, but today I have the incredible honour and privilege of being your captain, aka your solo player for this stream. So let me tell you a little bit more about For Small Creatures Such as We and what this stream is at the top of today's session. So For Small Creatures Such as We is by Anna Blackwell, and it is a solo RPG about being a human captain in charge of an alien ship and crew. It is a game about exploration, not just of the wider galaxy, but of the aliens you share your ship with. To get started, you generate your captain and your crew, choose their skills, and customize your ship to better suit the types of missions you want to undertake. As you play, you will be using a deck of playing cards to generate story events that prompt you with scenes to build a narrative with your alien crewmates. After generating the basics of your alien crew, the rest of the game gives you ways to learn about their biologies, their cultures, their personalities, and their pasts, naturally through gameplay. For Small Creatures Such as We is built to create a narrative while still having enough mechanical depth to make it a fun game. As you play, we'll have to keep the ship fueled up and our crewmates healthy and happy, manage food supplies, plot our course on the galactic map, juggle missions and face off against many threats the galaxy can pose. Or just play it safe and stick to the secure space at the cost of time. The beauty of narrative-focused games, as shown in Small Creatures Such as We, is that you can never predict where your story is going to end up. The influences for this game include A Long Way to a Small Angry Planet by Becky Chambers. In fact, I would absolutely recommend, if you love sci-fi, please go check out Becky Chambers' work. The Wayfarer series, her first series, is absolutely incredible, and her latest sort of series, The Monk and Robot, is great as well. If you love sci-fi, please go check them out. Also influences from Star Trek, Star Wars, in brackets, specifically the prequels, Farscape, Firefly, and Mass Effect. And it does say in brackets here, yes, you can romance your crewmates. All you need to play is a deck of cards, a d6 dice, and something to record your adventures in. So, if you find this game interesting and want to try it out for yourself, please go grab your own copy on Anna Blackwell's itch.io page or on their website, blackwellwriter.com. Now, with all that in mind, one must be careful and check in on themselves when playing solo TTRPGs. I have some safety tools in effect for myself, I've done some lines and veils, and whilst I see this being more of a relaxed, chilled stream, just gently going by with you guys watching as well, please do take care of yourselves and step away should you need to. I want to give you full permission to those people watching this out there to keep yourselves safe and to take a break watching this story should you need to. As I always say, you're more important than the rolls on the table or my silly solo RPG about probably a HR department on a spaceship at this rate. Finally, the stream is part of Euphoria's Summer of Sci-Fi series. Euphoria aims to raise the bar for diversity, safety, and excellence in the EU and UK TTRPG scene, headed by the wonderful Darcy and Ida. They've put together an incredible programme for you all for this particular launch event, which has an array of interviews, panels, actual plays, all of which focus on, you might have guessed it, science fiction. Be sure to follow Euphoria on all the socials listed below this video and to see what else is coming out. And please consider spreading the word, sharing videos, etc., sharing posts, and also consider donating. That would be really cool of you to do so as well. That's all the stuff, all the admin stuff at the beginning of the stream. I'm going to go into our cool intro credits and then we'll begin playing. So, let's begin. For Small Creatures Such as We. Man, I just hope those overlays work. I'll be honest, I've never recorded anything before, like pre-recorded, so I'm always like, oh. So bear with me. I'm going to set some expectations before we start going into this game. So you might see we have these absolutely gorgeous overlays done by the wonderful Ida, and I thought what I would do whilst playing this game for the next couple of hours is show you not only the PDF that I'll be reading from. I'll be reading some big chunks from the PDF and just showing what I'm seeing at the same time, just so that you can follow along at home. But also, she says, I have a Notion page, hooray! What I'll try and do is I'll try and make it open after this has gone live so that people can go and check out stuff, and hopefully they won't be able to edit it. Because the reason is there is some couch sheets that do come with this particular pack. Unfortunately, they are not form fillable, and I didn't find them particularly accessible for my purposes, so I just thought I would put it all on here as well. So I had a quick look beforehand and just created stuff there. So yeah, what you'll be seeing is the actual PDF that I'll be working from of the core book, a couple of the images from the core book as well, certainly the map, maybe an example of the ship, etc., some of the character sheets, but we'll be doing a lot of the information creation, the content creation, I could say, in this particular Notion as well. Other expectations I'm just going to set. I am going to pronounce things wrong. I struggle with words at the best of times, so please forgive me in that sense if I mispronunciation or I rename something and I've forgotten I've already named them. Just bear with me. Again, it's my solo game that you have been invited to watch, so steady on, folks. And equally, this is a pre-recorded stream, so unfortunately, as much as I would love to see all of your chats, interaction stuff in real time, they aren't unfortunately going to affect the gameplay of this particular one-shot. I know, I'm so sorry. That's what I mean. Something I love about solo RPGs and doing them, like streaming them live, is to have people comment and give suggestions and stuff like that. So not unfortunately for this stream, which may be good or bad depending on how well I do at this. But I will hopefully be in chat. Hopefully I'm around so I can answer any questions or whatever, but please do keep engaging with chat, keep suggesting things of where you think it might go, etc. Just be aware that I might not be able to respond. Past Fiona cannot respond to your queries about why she made certain choices. So that's that sort of expectation stuff. Other things I might do as we go along, because I'm really interested in game design. I sort of have briefly mentioned that I'm a podcaster and I do TTRPG, like running through games and facilitating. I might do some comments about certain aspects of the game, but I am not by no means a game designer as well. I'm not certainly, I have not met Anna. I hope to do so in the future and to talk about how I found my experience with this game. But again, I have not been asked to do this. It is more of a suggestion that I thought we'd do for this wonderful series. So yeah, and of course, content warnings are always very important. I know I said at the beginning before we went into this. I don't know what, if any, content may come up in this one. Sci-Fi, usually with this sort of, if it's in the same vibe as A Long Way to a Small Angry Planet, it is very chilled vibes for most of it, and then some traumatic ending. Minor spoilers for that. I don't foresee this being a horror. I definitely think it's just like low vibes, etc. Maybe a bit of romance, depending on how we're feeling and how much we get done today. But again, as always, if something flags up, as with all solo RPGs, I will try to flag it up ASAP before I go into it, just to keep people up and that sort of expectations there. I think there's one thing else I wanted to say before we went into it, which I've completely forgotten what it's going to be, but that's okay. That's all right. Let's begin, shall we? So, let's go to the PDF. So yeah, as I said, so this is the PDF that we're going to be working from mostly. It is a very big PDF. It's 260 pages. It's lots of stuff in it. So that was it. My plan is that the first part of the stream is to do the basic character creation, because I do think that's really important to show that to people. It might take up a good chunk of this stream because there's different elements to it. Excuse me. So we're gonna go through each of the steps for that, and I'm gonna try and do as much randomness as possible, because that's one thing I will say. What I love about solo RPGs is that yes, it's creative and stuff like that, but as soon as someone asks me for a name, I go blank. So we're going to go through a lot of it is going to be using the random tables we've seen. So we've got our cards here, we've got our d6 dice, I've got some extra dice just in case we need to do any other rolling and stuff like that. We're going to create our captain, crewmate, one crewmate, I've decided, again, just to keep the flow going per se, because you can create a couple of crewmates from what I saw, and the ship. We'll then go to a break, probably about 10 minutes or so, and then we're going to go and explore and do a little bit of this. Because this is the thing, this sort of RPG, this solo RPG, is something that could be a continuous series. And I know as soon as you say, oh, it's 260 pages, people might get a little bit overwhelmed. Certainly I was when I sort of started reading it. But I want to show that anyone can start, and it doesn't matter what your ideas are, no matter how granular, how, like, you look around the room and go, cool, their name is Sporting AC, because I can see a scarf over there that says Sporting AC on it. You know, I just want to show people that you can do that. So there might be a little bit of commentary about that, about what I like about this game as well. So a bit of fourth wall breaking on that point as well. I have some water with me, so I shall be keeping myself hydrated. You might hear me sort of clicky clack on the keyboard. That is just unfortunately, but you know, that's just part of streaming, I guess. But most importantly, I'm going to try and be voicing my thoughts out loud. That's how I tend to do solo RPGs. And just talk my way through it and then make a few notes. So that's sort of the style I sort of do in flow, rather than just lots of typing out and then try and read through. And I might recap quite a bit as well, that's the way I process my thoughts. But other than that, I'm just going to try and keep it as chill as possible, so maybe you can fall asleep to the stream. Please don't, it's kind of important you don't. Okay, let's begin. So first of all, here we go. So this is the PDF. This is the front. I've increased it a little bit so you can see. Like I might zoom in and out just to see the text as well. But yeah, for small creatures such as we, solo and co-op sci-fi role playing. So yes, so if you are interested in doing it as a group, you can also do this as a group like game as well, which I love that idea of. Like again, it's that sort of cozy sci-fi that we all want to love. It's the inner cover, and then look at the credits. We've got a beautiful Carl Sagan quote here: "For small creatures such as we, the vastness is bearable only through love." There you go. And we'll roll the inside credits. There we go. What I love is that it talks about, you know, where the art is from, some copywriting, and well done to all the backers who brought this to life and the playtesters as well. Thank you so much for allowing me to look into it. We have our table of contents. I'm going to zoom out a bit so people can see what it looks like. So I think a lot of this game that we're going to play today is going to focus on this bit at the front. So the character who we're creating as our captain, then we've got our crewmate, and then we've got the ship. And then we've got a little bit about the game itself, which we might look into a little bit. And then we have all this beautiful, beautiful content about the different missions, like how to travel, all that sort of thing. So yeah, I can imagine it might feel a little bit like a lot at the beginning, but don't worry, it's all fine as well. Let's just go into it, and I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Welcome aboard, Captain. It is a pleasure to have you. If this is your first time, please read through this manual carefully, as it will advise you on how to care for your ship and your crew and how to log your many adventures. I will say, when I did read that we would be looking at, like, you know, happiness, health, food and stuff like that, I was a bit like, oh no, it's The Sims all over. My Sims did not last too long, I'll be honest. This manual, entitled For Small Creatures Such as We, after the famous Carl Sagan quote, contains a solo role-playing game that puts you in the shoes of a human captain setting out in a somewhat peaceful galaxy with your newly hired alien crew. As you play, you will forge relationships between your character and crew, learn about your crewmates' unique cultures, biologies, and personalities, undertake missions for profit or purpose, explore a multitude of planets with their own events and services, and face numerous challenges together as you travel through the void. The point of For Small Creatures Such as We is to give you a place to explore with alien crewmates that you get to know as you play. It is deliberately slow as a game, and is heavily inspired by the Wayfarer series by Becky Chambers. Great book, I gotta keep recommending it. Particularly A Long Way to a Small Angry Planet. As part of the game's tight focus, your crew will start off with just 2 or 3, and you will rarely have more than 6 crewmates. Thank goodness. Ooh, I barely have 6 friends. Likewise, you will need to undertake missions to keep up with the requirements of food, fuel, and the cost of docking on various planets. Its secondary goal is to encourage you, the reader, to examine the world around you and learn everything you can. In this manner, I highly recommend reading The Zoologist's Guide to the Galaxy, as it is an incredibly approachable introduction to evolution, and it has been invaluable in my own alien designs. Oh, very cool. I will say I'm a massive fan of, like, Doctor Who, and I think, like, you know, make aliens aliens again. So I'm very much, and that's why I really loved like the Wayfarer series and A Long Way to a Small Angry Planet, because it felt so alien and so interesting, these cultures. So yeah, absolutely. Likewise, the very short introduction series is a great resource for learning about a myriad of subjects, as is Wikipedia. We encourage you to use Wikipedia. Just don't trust everything it says. Like all things, it should be taken with a pinch of salt. There you go. Anna was already on it. And finally, while I encourage weird and wonderful alien designs, there is absolutely nothing wrong with having a crew of bipedal mammals with varying ears and foreheads, as Star Trek has repeatedly proven. Heck yeah. I recently watched Lower Decks in its entirety. I know there's another series coming out, and oh, what a great game. What is a role-playing game? We will pass that just for now. What is a solo role-playing game? It's fine, but I'll read this little bit out. So it says, for small creatures such as we, falls into the niche known as a solo journaling game, which means you will write or draw or blog, record, etc. your character's actions and the scenes that you experience as you play. This means you'll have a story you can keep and read whenever you like, and means you can easily pick up and play just by reading through and reminding yourself of what has happened. Excellent. So what do we need to play? Well, we need a deck of playing cards with jokers. So that's all done. We've got a 6-sided dice. I've got my beautiful pink dice ready for that. Something to document in, which is the Notion, and this book. And then it gives suggestions about how to play with other people, which we will not need for this particular stream. How to play. So each section of this book details the specifics of how to do things like repair a system, oh no, and determine a crewmate skill. Oh, I don't want to repair stuff. That sounds hard. Get an adult involved. This section, however, covers the basic mechanics of interacting with the game. Great, well, I'm always a big fan of looking at the game mechanics before we go into it, so let's cover that just now. So as you play, you'll come across various events by drawing a card and then checking to see which event it corresponds with. Many events are opportunities to get to know your crewmates and only require you to think and write, while others have challenges embedded within them that require you to, for example, draw a card for a crewmate and a card for the challenge with the highest card winning. Okay. There is no trick here. It is a straightforward check between two cards. If your crewmate's card is higher, gain whatever the benefit is listed for winning. If your crewmate card is lower, face whatever consequence is listed for losing. High and low. I don't like this game. I don't know. I'm a bit nervous. I don't know about anyone else. I'm feeling a bit nervous about this. No matter what the outcome, you're encouraged to write about it, both as a log of what happened and as a way to explore it. Oh, we could do captain's logs. I hadn't even thought about that. Oh, how exciting. Think about what sort of emotions you and your crew may be experiencing. What smells, sounds, and sights are around. What is happening just before and after? It's always like media res, isn't it? These are yours to decide and to work to create a vivid picture of life on your ship. You're free to write as little or as much as you'd like, but don't ever let fear or self-consciousness get in your way. This is just for you and anyone else you choose to share it with, so all of you lot, and I assure you it is better than you might think. You may notice there are some words like card and higher capitalized. This is to let you know that they are important and often require you to do something. Fair enough. The only thing I would say for that is just maybe make them highlighted as well, because some of us, like Muggins here, always forgets what cards are going on. Shuffling, so whenever the game asks you to draw a card, it is kept out until you're done with that event. Afterwards, it and any other cards that have been removed from the deck are replaced and the deck is shuffled. This ensures that there is a chance of any event happening, so constantly shuffling after each event. Great. Okie dokie. Card values, so face cards, so Jack, Queen, King are valued as 11, 12 and 13 respectively. Though you are in control of which one is as traditional King or Queen valuation as a holdover from Darker Times. Oh, I see, so the King technically is higher. That's fine, we'll just go with that. Is used for the table layouts for this. Whatever you choose is fine as long as you're consistent with it. For situations where the Joker effects aren't explicitly stated, they are considered face cards. And are valued at 14? Whoa, those jokers are higher than the King and Queen? Wow. The dice. So for small creatures such as we is intended to be as accessible as possible, so only uses a 6-sided die that you might be able to use to scavenge from any old board game. Whenever you see a d6, it just means 6-sided die. d3 is a 6-sided die, but you halve the result rounding up. And then obviously numbers, etc, etc. Great. Cycles. So cycle is just the fancy word for day and the primary measurement of time in small creatures. If something takes, say, one cycle, that means it takes 1 day for all crew members involved in that activity. Mostly this is used in travel and in mission deadlines, but some crew actions may also be measured in cycles. A journey is the time spent travelling in space between visits to planets and stations. So it has no fixed length. Oh, good. Okay. So during a journey, you will track your crewmates' shore leave. If the journey is longer than the value, they lose happiness each cycle until you visit a planet or station. Oh no, I've got to think of other people. Right. Those are the basics. We can always recap them as we go along. Shall we get started? You're going to want to think about your character. Who are you? Why did you become a captain? Where are you from? Flip to the next page on rules on character creation. Oh. In For Small Creatures Such as We, there is one certainty to who you are. You are the captain of your ship. But how did you get to be that person? Use the life path generator on the next page. You can create a fleshed out backstory for your captain that will help you form connections between you, your crew, and the galaxy. Or, if you'd rather come up with all yourself, feel free to grab up to free effects, blah blah blah. No, I need help. In a regular game of For Small Creatures Such as We, it is assumed that you are human. This is to highlight the differences between you and your alien crewmates, and to give you an anchoring point in the fiction from which to compare. To that end, all the life path generation is tailored towards humanity. If you're playing co-op or want to play as an alien, just make the adjustments on your own. Okay, so I'm going to read out the whole thing and then we're going to go through each step in order. So we have 6 steps for captain creation. We've got, and we're going to do the random life pathing on the next page as well. So we're going to ignore this second paragraph here for a second, but we'll read from the top. So, start at the start hex and choose a hex from each ring hexes. Adjacent hexes provide obvious progression, but choose as you see fit. There is no wrong answers here. And I'll just show you what that means, because I feel that's kind of important to show. This is what the random character creation, like this is the thing, so we would start here and then make our way out. And I love that. That's so cool. There are other ways to do it as well. We're probably going to be using the deck way of creating a character. I've already got it set up for that. But you can also use a dice roller as well. But yeah, I just want to just quickly show you that as well, and that's how we would get our background from there. Okay. Step 2 is to make note of these results and their effects, which are going to be shown on the later pages, and what your backstory goal is in your journal or character sheet if you're using one. Step 3 is to go to skills and choose 2 primary skills and 1 secondary skill that fit with the backstory you have created for your captain based on the results in step 1. Step 4 is note that you have 10 health. Hooray. You do not track happiness or shore leave for your captain. This is why I'm the HR department. Oh no. Gain 1,000 credits, I'm going to say. This is the currency for small creatures such as we. And set your mission class for each mission type found at the bottom of your character sheet to F. And the total reputation to 0 unless one of your backgrounds increases the value. I'll explain what this is in a second, because it will make sense when you see it all. And then finally, choose a planet or a hex space to start your story on, and decide what your captain's name is and what they look like. After you've created a captain, it's time to come up with your crewmates and then your ship. See you there. Alright. Okay, so let me show you on the Notion first, because I did have a quick go. I had a quick look-see. So I've got the name at the top here, and yeah, so it's very bare bones. I've done this deliberately to be like, look, you don't need the character sheet, you don't need anything fancy, just some way to rip it down. So this is what I was talking about, that total rep thing before. So these are all the different areas we have our reputation in. And you can see that we've got, stuff like passenger, diplomacy, and at the bottom we've got crime. And then we've got current goals and everything like that. I think, what was it? The only thing I just wanted to double check, let me go back to it. It said 2 primary skills and 1 secondary skill that fit with the backstory. So I'm just going to write that here. So we need 2 primary and 1 secondary. Great. Right, let's begin then, shall we? Let's begin. All right. This is such a great. So I'll zoom out a little bit so you folks can see it properly. So that is our starting character creation. We're going to start in the middle, and it says so it says here. Sorry. Brain is switching on. Childhood. So take ace to 6 from the deck, shuffle and draw 1. So I did that already because somebody read this a little bit in advance. So get rid of the 82 there. So I'm going to shuffle, and then we're going to... What does it say? Does it say where we start from? I think we start from there, and then I think it's top round. I think that's what it said, right? That's what it said in the thing. Ooh, let me go back. So it says, choose a hex from each ring. Just start at the hex. Yeah, I think we can just start wherever we would like to go, right? So I'm going to shuffle my cards. Get that nice ASMR card shuffle. Okay. And I'll read, actually, you know what? For accessibility, I'll read out what options we have for our childhood. So, and yeah, each of them have 3 rings. We have childhood, adolescent, and adulthood. And we have to get, like, for each part of our, childhood, adolescence, adulthood, we need one of those things. And the way we're deciding it is through, we've got 6 options, and then I think we've got 11 options for the adolescent, and then we've got 18 options for our adulthood. So let's start. So we're going to start in childhood, obviously. So with the starting point, we have 6 options. We have childhood, colony kid, station kid, shipborn, pirate kid, orphan. All right. So I've got all these 6 cards, and I'm just shuffle them, and I'm just not gonna look at it. I'm gonna let's do this one. Oh, I got a 4. So starting from the top right, we'll go clockwise. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4. We are shipborn. That is the thing we've got there. All right, let me make a note of that, guys. Let's do that. So we are shopborn. Okay. What I will do, I'm going to look ahead and see what that actually means, because it will give us something. There we go. So yeah, so then we have these tables that expand on it. So shipborn, we have what was your home ship called? What was its purpose? And where is it now? And then the effect is you may draw 2 cards when attempting a repair. Excellent. All right, well, I'm going to copy these and pop them in the... Oh, you folks didn't see that at all, because I was a fool. There you go. Sorry, that's the random table there. So you got the result, got the prompts on the table, which is those 3. So what is your home ship called? What is its purpose? What was its purpose? And where is it now? And then the effect of getting that shipborn. Wait, was that shipborn? Is it? Have I messed that up? Hang on, have I already messed it up? Hang on a moment. No, it's just changed it round. Okay. Oh, sorry. It switched it round in the table. Sorry. So you may draw 2 cards when attempting a repair. All right, I will copy this. Copy. Effect. So draw 2 cards. Okay, when attempting to repair. What page was that again? That was page 72. So that's a specific action that I can do. I can get 2 cards. All right. Shipborn, eh? What was your home ship called? Oh no, it's already asking me for names. Oh no. Okay. Well, let's do some... Why don't we call it USS CS. Now I look around the room. The classic tried and tested method. We're going to call it... Oh, there's nothing. The USCSS... Oh, I can't call it Weird Codex. That's... The USCSS... how about... Cauldron. Drawn Cauldron. Sorry. That's 2 scarves put together there. Drawn Cauldron. Cauldron. Yes, that's what it's USCSS Drawn Cauldron. Now, what was its purpose? I think it was a... Let's do scientific. Oh no, scientific. No, I can't spell scientific. Scientific research vessel. Yes. Always got to do a little bit of science on these things. And where is it now? Missing. The US CSS Dron Cauldron, a scientific research vessel. Where is it now? It's missing. We don't talk about it. It's fine. Cool. All right. And then we've got the effect, which I'll just make sure it's in bold for me, because I will forget otherwise. Draw 2 cards when attempting to repair. Excellent. All right, that's the first step done. Next up, let us return back to the page. So here we are. Well, this is where we are with step 1. To get to the adolescence, gosh, take the ace to queen. Okie dokie. I will do so. Ace to queen. Of the deck, shuffle and draw 1. Okay. Oh, and I should read them out, shouldn't I? So, starting from where I am, going clockwise again, we've got racer, hacker, pickpocket, test subject, oh no, wild soul, cadet, student, rebel, junior worker, misspent youth, vent crawler, and junior crew. I don't know if I like the randomness of this, but I do like go, oh no, not test subject. Instantly I go, Fiona, don't think of horror. Vent crawler sounds fun though. Okay, ready? Go for this one that's hiding from me. It's just a free. So going from shipborn clockwise, we've got racer, hacker, pickpocket. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I guess like if you're in an environment which is very structured and authority, and we must do this for science. I mean, you need a bit of creativity. You need a bit of like life. Okay. So hang on. Let me find. There we go. So adolescence is pick pocket. All right. What's our stuff for it though? Okay. Pickpocket. Why do you steal? And have you ever faced consequences? And then the effect is I draw 2 cards when pickpocketing. Oh man, I started playing like a good playthrough of a lawfully good playthrough of Red Dead Redemption, and I did one thing and I accidentally lost all my honor. This has happened in this game. I haven't even started playing yet, and I've already gone and been like morally grey. It just follows me around. Okay, let's write these in then. So we've got effect. Pickpocketing. The rules for pickpocketing are on page 63. Okie dokie. Why do you steal? Well, I've kind of made the reason why that is, right? I've said because I want to rebel against the authority. It's a rebelling against the oppressive environment of like these rules. Even though like it's just growing up, it's just kids being teenagers, right? So, but that's the thing. It's rebelling against the structure that's been put in place. Importantly so. Rebelling. Okay, so I've said, why do you steal? I'm rebelling against the authoritative. Is that how you spell authoritative? There you go. Structure been put in place. Kids be kids, not understanding the havoc being wrought on it. There we go. Have you ever faced consequences? Yes. Capitalization of yes. I think, yeah, I didn't care. I think rebelling at that early stage of just like, yeah, whatever. You can't hold me. I'll be out soon as we get thrown into the brig. Very familiar with the brig. Crime processes. Oh ship. Well, ship punishment processes. Maybe has the most community service hours logged on USCSS Dron Cauldron. Okay, so there you go. So that's my adolescence. Pickpocket. Why do I steal? Rebelling against the authoritative structure put in place. Have I ever faced consequences? Yes, I'm very familiar with the brig and the ship punishments processes, and I have the most community service hours logged on the Cauldron. Great. Super duper. This is all going so well. All right. Then finally, we're going to look at adulthood. So you take, for this, take ace to 10 red cards, which I have here. Just get those out. Ace to 10 red cards, and ace to 8 black cards. Shuffle them and draw one. So this is 18 on this front. And as I shuffle them, I'll read where we are. So going clockwise from where we were, we've got Pirate, Emergent, which gets some unusual powers, it says up there. Oh, more rules. Traveller, Deserter, Soldier, Scientist. Oh, that'd be great if I turn into a scientist now. Mentor, Leader, Corporate Manager, Monk, Minor Celebrity. Oh man, that'd be even better. Odd Jobs, Doctor, Bridge Crew, Pilot, Smuggler, Bounty Hunter, Thief. That's on the outer ones. All right. Okay. Right. That is. I'm just shuffling them, and then I'm gonna cut there. Yeah. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna take the top card, and we'll just go from there. 2. Okay. What does it mean? Oh, I'm emergent. Oh no, I do get gain unusual powers. Oh no. Okay, 2. So I go Pirate, Emergent. That's okay. That's cool. I was just like, I just want to be a normal person. There's no such thing as normal in space. I know. All right. Let's go to that then. So it says the result we've got is emergent. Strange abilities have started to manifest within you. What are they, and how do you feel about it? Not great. And then it says choose an unusual power as an effect on page 14. All right, let's put all this in to our little Notion page. You know, I really need to be more aware of what I say. Oh dear. Oh no. Watching being typed in real time, so emergent, and then okay. And then the effect. Let's write this down. Effect. What did it say? It said choose a power. Well, I wonder if I should choose it now, right? That rather than explain what it is. Maybe I should just choose one, right? Let's do that then. We just finish doing my little TP types. Type. Right, let's go then. Let's check, and then we'll come back and we'll answer that question. So page. So it's the next page, I think, or 2 pages. Yeah. No, it's not page 14. Oh, okay. Sorry, different page numbers depending on your PDF. Unusual powers, there we go. So there are, let me zoom in a little bit. Ooh. There are sapients in the galaxy who possess powers that are, even by our rapidly widening standards, unusual. Some use these powers for their benefit and protection of others, while some use them purely for their own gain. Frustratingly for scientists across the galaxy, they do not have a good explanation for these unusual abilities yet. Aberrant. These aberrant abilities yet. For many who develop these powers, the first step is to find a master, someone who is trained in the mystical arts and can guide you. However, it is not a requirement. There are those who have found enough mastery over their abilities to get by purely through trial and error. See the emergent background goal to how to find out a master. Alright, so I'll just make a copy of that so I don't forget. Because I think that's going to become relevant. To see what unusual power you have, draw a card and check the list below. For every 50 cycles you spend with a master, you gain a new unusual power or mastery of an existing one. So I have to spend 50 days with someone. Alright, so, well, that's the end of this one, so I'm going to shuffle all my cards. And what have we got? We've got 4 different kinds. I'm just going to zoom out a little bit so folks can see it. So we've got hearts, diamonds, clubs, and spades. So if I draw a heart, it's guiding sense once per journey. Excuse me. Once per journey, in any situation, you may check what the next card in the deck is and choose either to use it or discard it. Ooh, and then mastery. Twice per journey, you may check what the next 3 cards in the deck are and choose which one to use. Okay. And diamonds is telekinesis, so whenever the ship or crew would take damage, draw a card and reduce that damage by half the card's value. Oh. And then the mastery of that particular superpower is that you may use your power doing dogfights and fights to steal a card from your opponent and use it as your own. Clubs is mind tricks. Once per mission, you can either increase your reward by +50, negate a search. By +50, negate a search, or increase a passenger or crewmate's happiness by 3. Once per mission, you can either increase your reward by 100%, stop a fight, or read a character's mind for a narrative effect. Okay. And then Farsight is our spade. So once per journey, you may see what a contact is doing or get a glimpse of something happening to someone in the galaxy. Draw a card and face an event on any planet or region of space as that character. Ooh, wow, that could be quite interesting. Whenever you like, so this is the mastery of the Farsight. Whenever you like, you may use the Farsight effect, but now you have the ability to help or hinder. If the event the character you are focused on has a challenge, you may re-roll or redraw once and choose which result to use. Nice. Okie dokie. I wonder if is there any jokers? Just checking. No. Okay, great. All right. I think they're all pretty good. Although mind tricks would make sense. So we're probably looking for clubs, I think, but we'll make anything work. Now I'm gonna split the deck. Okay, ready? I'm gonna take the top card. Oh, that's 2 cards there. Diamonds, telekinesis. Ooh. Whenever the ship or crew would take damage, draw a card and reduce that damage value by half that card's value. That's pretty neat, actually. I like it. Okay, let's take telekinesis and pop it on the sheet. Whoop. Okay. That's a pretty cool power, I think. I like it. Okay. Let's see the emergence background. Do we need to do that now? Is that what it's telling me? Let me go back and double check. So that's that. I think it's the randomist. The randomist is the randomization of those backgrounds done. Make a note of these and their effects, and what your backstory goal is. All right. So then we need to look at the app for the emergent, don't we? There we go. So that's the there we go. Right. Thankfully, it's all at the beginning. So backstory goal. So this is the next bit. Let me. Oh, sorry, I wasn't showing the thing. There we go. So every story starts with a goal. And that's exactly what this step is all about. Each adulthood careers have a goal associated with them, but like all things in solo RPGs, you're welcome to come up with your own, take from a career that isn't your own, and change things up however you see fit to match your captain. These goals are intended to give your story a start, but needn't be the sole focus of your story, or your journey, sorry. You may find that your story evolves as you play and you end up leaving your backstory goal behind, and that's alright. Life rarely follows a single path. If your starting mission requires a card draw as part of the mission mission generation, draw until you get appropriate card as well. Okay, well, emergent, thankfully we've got this. So our goal, we've got a starting mission of retrieval. So we'll put that down, but the goal is this. Maybe I'll zoom in a little bit so everyone can read. Understanding and mastering your unique ability is of the utmost importance. You must find a master by drawing a joker while on a planet. Oh, that's really difficult! Oh, that's really difficult! At which point you will either find a master or face the usual planetary event. If you are a mentor and your student is following the emergent goal, then you count as the master and are instead helping them to master each of the unusual powers. Oh no, that is so that will never happen. Okay, that's quite fun though. Okay, let me grab that starting goal, back goal. Okay, where are we? Current goal. So this is this one. There we go. You can see that. So that's our background. Dear, dear. Oh. Must find. Oh my goodness, Fiona. Let's find. Cool. So that's the goal, and I got the retrieval mission, but I realised I have not answered the actual questions here. Strange abilities have started to manifest, what are they? So we've got it as this telekinesis. So I can move things towards me. Like, I can move things, change things around. It's nothing big. If anything, it's like, I can be focusing on, like, driving the ship or doing something, and a drink appears, like a cup of coffee or tea, and I just go, yeah, and just, like, stuff like that. I'm just doing stuff around me. It's multitasking. My superpower is multitasking, but through telekinesis. Multitasking. There we go. How do you feel about it? I feel really awkward about it. Like, it's cool. Probably never use it for violence. It's always to protect, I think. Forget I am doing it. Yet. Could I realise I do? I am. Yeah, I don't think I'd ever use it for violence. It's just... It's probably helped me get out of some tough spots, you know? Like, getting out of jail, getting the keys, getting key cards, all that sort of thing. So I've probably got a good eye for these sorts of things, and noticing places that I could, I'm not close enough to it, but I can get the item I need. So ultimately, I could end up in a life of crime. Oh no. I've got the background goal. So that's me. I'm not the master of anything, so I don't need that second bit, I don't think. The other bit, that's fine. Starting mission is this one on page, so I'll keep a note of it for now. We won't need to look at it just yet. Great. Okay. So I think that's the bit at the beginning, at least. We'll answer the questions. Right. Let's go. That's a little bit. Alright, go to skills. This is step 3. Go to skills and pick 2 primary and 1 secondary that fit with the backstory you've created for the captain. Okay, let's do that. So that's page 25. So we're just going to go 6. Traits. I know, I think these. Wait, have I I've not even got that far. Skills. This is it, the skills section here. So we need. What did I say? 2 primary, 1 secondary. Okay. What would be helpful? We've got someone that used to live on a science research vessel. Bit of a bit of a rebel without cool sort of thing. And then I have powers. All right. I think having a quick look at these things. What have we got? We've got quite a range of stuff. It's not all in alphabetical order, which is fine. Oh, these are secondary skills. Oh, I'm so sorry. So we need 2 from this primary list here. So let's go in order. So we've got botanist, chef, chemist, clerk, combat, comptech, diplomat, doctor, engineer, geologist, janitor, miner, navigator, performer, physicist, pilot, psychologist, xenologist. Oh god, zoologist, zoologist. Oh lord, welcome to my life, folks. We're not going to go for that. I think navigator feels important. So that effect is once per journey you may move 1 hex without using any fuel as they find an efficient route. I think that'll be good. Let's grab you, my friend. Come here. Put you on the character sheet. There we go. Okay, and then we need another skill. I'm gonna maybe, yeah. Let's see. What else could we put? You know what? Maybe we've got navigator. I think we'll leave pilot. Maybe pilot could be a secondary thing. Let's go for. What do I do on my off days? I'm a chef on my off days. Yeah, I'll take chef as my second primary skill. The food needed for the crew is reduced by 1, i.e., 3 crew eat 2 food. The effect does not stack with other chefs. Rubbish. But what if I want to open my own restaurant? I don't know. Bring the music up a little bit. Let's do. There we go. Right. Where? Oh yes. Sorry, I have not. Yep. So yeah, we're gonna go for chef. There we go. So food need. The crew is reduced by 1. Excellent. And then we need 1 secondary. Which, let's have a look, see what we've got. Okay, so we've got historian, linguistic, comedian. Oh god, yeah. Imagine on a 6, increase all crewmates' happiness by 1. On a 1, decrease all that. Type 5, decrease by 1. Amazing. Artist, haggler, pro slacker. Salvager, monk, survivalist, teacher, marketing, hiding, planet knowledge, droid whisperer, storyteller, increase shore leave, everyone, party planner, tailor, obsession. Okay, I mean, it's going to be comedian, isn't it? I like that. Once per journey, roll a d6. On a 6, increase all crewmates' happiness by 1. On a 1, decrease all crew's happiness by 1. Probably including myself. That's great. I like that. Let's pop that in. The old secondary skills. Okay. Ooh. Great. Cool. So that's that. I think that's it in terms of skills. Are we right? Let's have a look. See. All the way back here. Show folk. Right. So yeah, that's that. Note that you have 10 health. You do not track happiness or shore leave. All right. I'll pop that down in my health. Done. 10 health. Awesome. Then it says. Gain 1,000 credits and set your mission class for each mission type found at the bottom of the character sheet to F and total reputation to 0 unless one of your backgrounds increases the value. It does. None of my backgrounds do that. That's fine. So gain 100 credits. I will do that now. So where is my? I don't have a place for money. I think I should have money somewhere, surely. Currency. Credits. Gosh, credits. 1,000. And then total rep. What did it say? Everything to F. Unless something else did it. So it says. Set you at the bottom to F and total reputation to 0. Okay. So total rep is this, and then we just have F for everything. God, that's a bit depressing. I'll be honest at the beginning, but it's fine. F. Yeah, you guys can see that. That's good. Okay. F means failure, doesn't it? And then it didn't say anything about contacts, but what the final thing was choosing a planet, wasn't it? So finally, choose a planet or space hex to start your story on and decide what your captain's name is and what they look like. Now, I actually do have a map for us to look at. Let me pop it up here. Look how cool this map is. Gorgeous, isn't it? I really like it. And it shows here you've got the underneath the at the bottom there you've got the how to travel and page references and stuff like that, so that's all really good. It's quite a lot of stuff. There's some planets there as well. We've got Harvest near the top there, Forge, Windsong, Unity, Wavecrest, Progress, Ruin, Luck, Grave, Port Freedom. I'll be honest, I don't know what the colours of the hexes are, what they mean. I assume not good. If there's red round Port Freedom, I don't know how good that is. But I shift over to where this map is in the actual PDF. Oh, I see. It gives indications of what happens there in the story. Oh, that's quite interesting. Okay, right. I'm just gonna have a quick closer look in to these places. Can I have a map? Where is my map? I did just scroll past the section that said how to commit a robbery. No, I don't want that. I don't want to be a criminal. Lord. Okay, tell you what. Let's make this map a little bit bigger so people can have a look-see. So I'm gonna... Oh, no. That's not the one I wanted. Let's look at this map here. Right. So there's Harvest there at the top. And then we've got Unity, we've got Forge. We've got Windsong there, Wavecrest, Unity, Progress, Grave. You see what I mean about those red things, those red squares near Port Freedom, and Cog? Oh, what a great name! Cog! Got Luck, Ruin. Oh, I've absolutely covered myself in that picture. Great, good shot, Fiona. I was trying my best. I should put that. I tell you what, I should put this at the bottom of the thing, shouldn't I? No. Oh, this is all. Wait. Where did it go? Let's try these. And there we go. All right. There you go. It's not over my face now. Great. Good job, Fiona. So we've got luck. We've got ruin. We've got shadow. Progress. I think. Why don't we start in progress? Why don't we start in. Let's roll a d6, starting from the top. We'll go 1. Okay, great. We're gonna go to hex 7-3, which is like a green hex, like north or 12 o'clock of progress. We will try that. Great. So let me make a note of that somewhere. Whoop. Starting hex is 12, 7.4, isn't it? Gosh, how can I not remember these things? 7.3. All right, and then, obviously the most important thing is to come up with names. Now, I actually have a document I looked at beforehand because I was like, this is gonna ruin me if I don't come up with a good name. I'm gonna go for she, her as in for pronouns, and I'm gonna say captain. We're gonna go captain. I had it in my head. Captain Joyce Gilbert. Now you might be going, Fiona, why have you done that? Because those are the two names that came to my head and that were on my list of people I'd like to play. So I've just put them back in. So Captain Gilbert, aka Joyce Gilbert. She, her pronouns. Shipborn. Pickpocket. Joyce. Emergent. Amazing. There we go. Okay, I think that is our captain. Great start, I think. Now, let's go to... oh, we don't need to go to mission requirements. No. What are we doing, friends? Right, so that is captain. Great. So now we've done the captain. We'll go on to part 2. I should say what they look like. I can come back to that in the break, can't I? It's time to come up with your own crewmates. Hooray! And the ship. So we'll do crewmates next then. Crewmates. Crewmate creation. So here we go. It says, as a captain, the most important thing to you must be your crew. Spaceships can be replaced, and while there can be a great sense of loss from a ship, it pales in comparison to the loss of a crewmate. As you play through for small creatures such as we, you will get to know and connect with your alien crewmates. You will learn about their individual likes and dislikes, their pasts, their cultures, their biologies, and more as you explore the galaxy together. But in order to care about your crew, first you're going to need to make one. It is recommended starting with a starting crew of 3, but you can start with as few as 1 if you'd like to get into the game quicker. We're going to do that. We're going to create 1 crewmate. When you create a crewmate, you don't need to know everything about them yet. In fact, it's best to work out the basics and let the rest be uncovered naturally during play. At this stage, we're most interested in their skills and traits, what they look like, how they dress, their name, and general attitude. Alright, so those are the steps we're going to take. So your crewmates each have special traits that are provided by their biology or culture. These traits provide a great foundation for working out the rest of these steps. To determine what their traits are, draw 3 cards and then check pages 21 to 24 to see what you get. And then after you've done that, choose a primary and secondary skill for them. Okay, right. Let's do that then. I will shuffle my cards. Okay, that's that. All good. Alright, and then we're going to draw 3 off the top. We're going to draw this first one. 10 of hearts. Second one is the Jack of diamonds. Diamonds. And then the 8 of clubs. Okie dokie. Let's have a look, see what that means. I'll tell you what, first of all, let me go onto my... let's go onto the actual page for my crewmate. Oh, I should put my captain's name here, shouldn't I? Captain Gilbert. Gilbert. we'll go back to crewmate. Here we go. And free cards. I'm just going to write out what the cards are so I don't forget. So, cards drawn are 10 hearts, Jack diamonds, and 8 clubs. Okay. Let's start then, shall we? Okay, so I'll zoom out a little bit. 10. Physical. This crewmate enjoys physical contact in one form or another. Once per journey, you may increase their happiness. How do you do so? Oh, okay, interesting. I'm going to pop this into their traits. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I was going to put into their traits, so I don't forget. There we go. This crewmate enjoys physical contact in one form or another. Once per journey, you may increase their happiness. How do you do so? Well, I enjoy physical. I think physical contact. I think they suffer from a bad back. And so they get like a back massage, or they get like a neck massage from myself or some other one of the other, presumably maybe something this ship can do, perhaps. So I think a back or neck massage. I do wonder if it's like, oh, you've got a lot of stress. All right, and then let's go to Jack of Diamonds. Jack of Diamonds. Jack of Diamonds. Ooh, there we go. Nest Maker. This crewmate instinctively collects things and decorates their environment. Oh, bless them. What trinkets and baubles do they place around the ship? Oh, I love that. Oh, that's so cute. I know exactly what they have as well. So what was that? That was 10 of Jack of Diamonds, sir. Jack Diamonds. Nest Maker, right? I think they I think it's pins. I think it's like pins that you would normally find on a shirt or a lanyard or something like that. I think it's just like rows and rows of pins of different stations of conventions or whatever we've been to. There's always a pin, like a you know, when you go to the gift shop, there's always a pin or something like that. So maybe it's pins and pens. They've just got a big collection of pens and they're just full of stuff. And I think the pin reminds them of where they've gone, and you always need a pen. So 100% like pins and pens from various gift shops. Key rings. Of course, it's going to be pins, key rings, and pens from various gift shops around cross space. Yes, I like that. Okay, and then we've got the 8 of clubs, which is disabled. This crewmate has some form of disability. What is it, and how does it affect them? Oh wow. Okay, that's great. Disabled. Let's grab. Now, if I remember from the Wayfarer series, there were creatures who hadn't developed lower limbs that could walk, like bipedally. They had longer arms, and so their ship was what's the word? It was made accessible for them, so they could like swing from like rope to rope or sort of pole to pole, and that's how they would get around, because they had to have like a suit for going outside on planets and stuff like that to help them walk about. But then in the ship itself, they could swing, so they had very, very strong upper body arms. So that's the thing that comes to me there, is that maybe they don't have fully formed lower limbs, but it doesn't affect them negatively because the ship is designed to house them appropriately as a result. Just from that Wayfarer reference I was thinking of. Oh, I've not... Sorry, I keep forgetting not to switch to my Notion. There you go. Through the ship. Ship on poles and lines via strong upper limbs body. Like their species hasn't developed it, but it doesn't stop them. And we've got planetfall suits to help them navigate going on planet, going on shore leave, or planet. Yeah. Cool. All right. Then it was skills and stuff, wasn't it? Yes. One primary skill and one secondary skill. Okie dokie. So, one primary. Yeah, just having a quick read here. Cool. Okay, so one primary skill. I think. What have we got? We've got botanist, chef. We've already done chef. Chemist, clerk. Combat, comptech. Diplomat. Doctor, engineer. Geologist, janitor, miner, navigator. We've got performer, physicist, pilot. Pilot. I think pilot. It allows you to draw a second card during shuttle races, and you can enter asteroid fields. That sounds pretty big. Actually, asteroid fields, we might want that. So we'll go for that. Skills, primary. Skill. Yes. Cool. And then secondary skill we'll come to in a second. Secondary skill, we got historian, linguistic, comedian, artist, haggler, pro, slacker, salvager, monk, survivalist, teacher, marketing, hiding, planet knowledge, droid whisperer, storyteller, party planners, tailor, obsession. I've only got comedian. I think we need something actually important for missions, right? Maybe salvager. Draw an extra card when salvaging. I think that'll be kind of important. Like I've got navigation. We've got navigation down to a T, which is great. We can get places, and maybe we can transport people and cargo. Maybe with salvaging, we can have that as well. This person's going to be quite useful, more so than I am. Okay, so secondary skill. salvager. Fantastic. Okay. And then what was next? There we go. Consider what they look like. Consider the traits you drew for them and deciding their appearance, as well as these will have a noticeable effect on their biology and culture. At this stage, we want to keep the character's biological requirements fairly undefined so that we will explore it during gameplay, but certain things may be immediately apparent, such as an aquatic crewmate requiring aquatic quarters. So, what does this character look like? I think they look like really strong upper body. Their body has been developed for them to move quickly through places. They've got very strong hands, maybe a bit weathered, perhaps. Maybe they have like an additional set of limbs at the top, so quite big upper body strength, and not so much in terms of the lower stuff. It's just enough to sort of get them through, etc. When they're moving through ship to ship. I think I do want to do like a Zaphod Beetlebrox type thing of like 2 heads. Yeah, let's do it. So they have 2 heads, but in the traditional of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, one head is beneath the other one. If you've seen the recent film or the original TV series, Zaphod Beetlebrox, oh god, another criminal, I just realised, has 2 heads, but one is below the other one, so it comes up and pops up every so often. So yeah, two heads. 2 heads, one under the other, strong upper body, and 4 upper limbs. I've just realised, right, they like physical contact, right? Probably because their second neck gets crushed a lot. So they have to, that's why they have to have the back and neck massage quite a bit. I do love this idea that they love like shiny things like pins and key rings and pens from the gift shops. So maybe they've got really big eyes as well, that they can take in a lot of stuff. Yeah, big eyes. Big eyes. Maybe that can be telescopic, perhaps, like they can focus really well. That's what I'm thinking. Big eyes, which can focus really well. Great. Okay. Yeah, that'll be enough for now, I think. When coming up with your crewmates, it's worth considering how similar they are to humans. Well, I've given us 2 heads, so it's all fine. Most sci-fi keeps their aliens quite similar to humanity, so they're easy to understand, and that's perfectly all right. However, if you're interested in exploring a more out there concepts, then I recommend looking at animal, fungal, plant, and even bacterial life here on Earth and expanding from there. Great shout there, like that. How do they dress? How they dress is a hint into an alien's culture and a great excuse to go and look at real-world fashions and cultural dress. Warrior cultures are likely to have practical armor-like outfits, whilst some aliens may not even wear clothes as they have no need or concept of clothing. I think, maybe quite boringly, but maybe just for the heck of the stream, we were all wearing the same boiler suit. But it's been adapted for them, especially tailored. So whilst it's practical and it has pockets, it has means to get about. It's not awkward. It doesn't look awkward on them. It's been tailor-made because I wanted them to fit in. And then maybe it has their name branded on their pocket, as well as the ship's name on the back. Solid. Done. We're part of a community here. We're part of a company. I feel like this is going to go really... This is probably Lethal Company all over, right? Their name. A crewmate's name is important as it is how you will identify them when you write about them in your journal. If they can vocalize, consider the sort of vocalizations they might be able to make and work into that name. This is a great opportunity to look at human linguistics and how the environment affects language. If they cannot vocalize, consider instead how they might identify each other and how you might translate them into our written or spoken language. Now, I had to think about this earlier. I wondered about having this person being non-verbal, but being able to use what's the word? Like exaggerated I mean, they'd be able to use like BSL and ASL because they've got 4 limbs. So they could have like, they could like literally be signing one, yeah, it's sign language. They'll be signing whatever universal sign language is in this galaxy, a galactical space. And then underneath, they could be like adding tone or additional comments. Maybe that's it. The main story is up here that people are, when they're signing, and then underneath or to one side, they are actually like giving the flavor, or like almost like like in music when they have those notations like crescendo or diminuendo, that sort of thing. Maybe it's like that, giving a personal take on it. That'd be quite fun, I think. Yeah, I quite like that, like some sort of universal sign languages that they use to communicate with, which doesn't reflect what their name is at all. I think the name they gave me when we first met and they joined me on this crew, I'm literally looking at a piece of paper that says Mol paper. I mean, it's a bit like Ford prefix, isn't it? Maybe Toyota Yaris would also be. An Odyssey would be the one. Like any car names, perhaps. Yeah, I think Mol, 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 with an umlaut over the O, perhaps. Mol. Does that sound okay? I think so. I'll work out how to do an umlaut in a second. They use an intergalactic sign language using all 4 upper limbs. Main story with 1 pair, then notations, expressions, tone with the other pair. Nice. There you go. Mol. Nice. I like that. I'll copy this and put this in the notes so I don't forget. That's nice, but intergalactic, is it? No. Surely. There we go. Fall. Great. Okay. What's next? Next, we'll have to decide upon their general attitude. Like all living things, your crewmates will express a wide variety of emotions and reactions during the course of their game. Hello, Fancy. I'll just come onto my lap. Okie dokie. Will express a wide variety of emotions and reactions during the course of your game, but this general attitude gives you a good guide on how they normally act. Think about how they look and dress, and consider what little bits of world building you likely have already done in the process of creating them to decide how they act. Are they genuinely happy, grumpy, quiet, sarcastic? As you play, you will uncover more and more aspects of their personality. So keep things simple for now. As you write, they'll start to take on lives of their own, and their personality will emerge. I think they're quite practical. They love a good. Okay, fancy this. They love a good. I'm just trying to think. What would be good? What would be good here? In my head, they're taking almost like the sidekick Chewie character kind of thing. So I think they're independent, and they don't back down from a fight. But they're also easygoing with stuff. Hang on, I've got to remove a cat. Say hello, Fancy Alice. I know. Go on, off you go. Maybe I should have called the crewmate Fancy Alice at this point. Right, where was I? They are independent, won't back down from a fight. So stand their ground is what I mean. Stand. I think pensive, thoughtful. Always has an opinion. I wonder if people underestimate them because they don't necessarily vocalize, but they always have an opinion on something. And so I think they take joy in beating expectations when it comes to discussions and stuff. So people underestimate them. Yeah, I think that's enough to go. I think that's enough for us to go on, right? You can hire new crewmates by paying 2,000 credits and marking one cycle when on a planet or station. That is fine. Okay, so now we're going on to the nitty-gritty. So we've got their starting health. Maximum health is 10. So I'll pop that down quickly. 10, yep. Then, happiness. Is this a measure of your crew? This is a measure of your crewmates' happiness. Sorry. It's a measure of your crewmates' emotional well-being. If it reaches 0, they will have some sort of negative reaction, a tantrum, locking themselves in their quarters, or even quitting. Oh no, you may decide. Each crewmate starts with a maximum of 8 happiness. You do not need to track your own happiness. Okay, let me pop that in here. 8 out of 8. And then, shore leave. This is a measure of a crewmate's comfort being on a spaceship. Once a crewmate has been on a journey for a number of cycles equal to their shore leaves, they start losing 1 happiness per cycle. Each crewmate starts with a shore leave of 6. You do not need to track your own shore leave. Okay, great. Okay, straightforward so far. Let me just do a little bit of formatting, which you guys can't see, but that's okay. Just formatting away. Gotta make it look good for me. Yes, that will do. That's all the formatting on. Okay, diet. So different crew mates will have different diets. To determine what their diet is, choose or roll a d6 and check the table below. Whenever you buy or gain food, choose what diet it is unless stated otherwise. Okay. And the 5 different types of food, it says there at the bottom, are planet, insects, meat, other organic, or strange. Okay. I got a 4, which is other. Interesting. So other is other organic things, so there's blood, wood, algae, etc. Algae would be a good one, for sure. All right, let me make a note of that. Diet as well. Diet. I'll put that in the notes section, actually. Hang on, let me show folks what I'm doing. So, diet is other organic things such as blood, blah, 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 blah. All right. I think that's the crewmate one done now. So all we've got left is the ship one, which I'm going to do, and then we're going to go to our break. Got stuff like, here we go. Oh, did we do trade? Yeah, we did trades. So food is per cycle, fine. Wages, apparently we don't need to worry about wages. Consider their wages deducted from the mission rewards. And then there's some things to consider. I didn't read these earlier, it's a shame. During the section, 3 traits, they may increase or decrease. What is their primary sense? Things to consider. What is their primary sense? Is it sight, sound, chemical reception? Oh, interesting. How does this affect their species? What other senses do they have? What do they visually look like? And what's your initial reaction to them? What other features do you immediately notice, and do they have a scent? What do they sound to communicate with? So those are the examples of stuff we can do. I think the only thing I was going to add quickly, because we don't have a name or pronouns for them. Let's do they, them. And I'm sure we can change it if needed. We've got Mole. Sorry, no, we did get them a name. Called them Mole, didn't we? But I do like the idea that they're silent when they move. They've got like maybe feathers, like like owls are super silent. I think it's the same thing with owls. So they just appear like swooshing towards you. You're like, oh my god, Mole! Ah! So feathers equals silent approach. And it makes sense with their big eyes as well. Maybe they're more owl-like with these 4 limbs. Ooh, I like that. Yeah, big eyes, big owl-like eyes. Big owl-like eyes, which can focus really well. Night vision, right? Great. Good. All right. That's part 2 done. Again, you would repeat this process if you're doing 2 or 3 more extra crewmates. But we're not going to do that here, which is fine. And then we're going to do ships. I think that was, what did it say in the thing? Just going back to it. Ship on page 29. Okie dokie. Let's do... Look at that cute little otter in space. Super cute. Alright, your ship. Okay, let's get going. So for the majority of for small creatures such as we, your ship will be your home. You'll have to choose what systems to install in it, ensure it has enough fuel to get to your destination, and must pay to dock it whenever you stop at a planet or station. You've got the blueprint, blah blah blah, etc. To start your ship, you even make a note of the following in your journal or on your ship blueprint. So you start with a small ship which has 30 hull points. So I do have an image of this. Again, I'm writing it on Notion just to make it a little bit easier for us to make changes and stuff, because this is unfortunately it was an image that we got through. But this, I can't see it. Where is it? Okay, Fiona, I've absolutely stuffed that, haven't I? Let's try again. This is what it looks like. I'll just move my... Whoop. That's what it looks like, the small ship. You can see here is where you would put all the information that you need in it, which is good. There are other ships available, we just can't afford them. But that's what it looks like, is that. So let's go onto the Notion. Let's go to the ship. Here we go. Small ship. Excellent. And it started with, what did it say, 30? 30 hull points. Excellent. I assume 30... I'm going to assume that's this, and then it's at 30. I assume hull is current, and hull capacity is 30. Maybe? I'm sure it would tell me otherwise. Make a note of the starting systems, which are a basic bridge, which lets you control the ship, basic cargo hold, which lets you transport the cargo, basic engines, which lets you move through space. I did that much earlier, actually, because I thought that would be important. So we've got some information here about these things. Most important thing to note is that they have some damage thresholds. So the bridge has 4, like if you do 4, then we're doomed, I think. We're doomed. Like here, completely damaged, the ship is adrift. You can use other systems, but you can't navigate, which is good. That's why I picked Navigator on that. We also have basic cargo hold, it has 5. Essentially, it's a big space, perfect for hauling goods, bads and ugly. The effect gives us 36 cargo slots. Oh, that's good. I better put that somewhere. Probably down here. Cargo slots is 36. There we go. We've got some extra things with the prompts, and then we've got basic engines, which is we've got damage threshold of 7. So run-of-the-mill basic engines, you start with them, and they're critical systems, so they don't count towards your system limit. Enjoy life in a slow lane. Lets you move your ship. It costs 2 fuel per hex. Moves 1 hex per cycle. You only have 1 engine. Great. So that was that. So those are already I already did that, so that's fine. Let's see. Ship's computer. This is a narrative aspect of your ship that controls the day-to-day functions of the ship, like life support, automatic doors, as well as basic navigation and threat detection, etc. Many of the events in for small creatures such as we refer to the ship's computer as having an AI, but you are in control of what the ship's AI looks like. Okay, so the ship's AI, I think it looks like maybe they had a... I think, it's like... There's a hologram that comes up on the ship, and it looks like Clippy from the original sort of Word document. So it looks like you're trying to pilot across an asteroid field. do you need some help? But instead of a paper clip, it looks like a little friendly alien creature. Maybe like a sponge with like little octopus with like, I'm just looking at it because I've got a galactical implosion picture up there. So sort of like with a little bit of hair. It's like a little mop. It's like, it looks like you're trying to navigate. Can I help? There you go. That's the ship AI system. So I'll just make a little note there so I don't forget it. Let me. Ship AI is Clippy, but an alien mop hologram. Cheeky, chappy, like overly friendly tone, always trying to help, maybe stuck in tutorial mode. Okay. Cool. There we go. I'm getting that back up. All right. Your ship also has the bare minimum required to be livable, so there is always need for your crew to take care of their hygiene needs. Perhaps some sort of curtained off portion of a hallway or repurposed airlock. Yeah, we'll have showers and loos and quarters. There's also a space called quarters. There we go. Hammocks strung between pipes or an old couch in the cargo hold. And there is a space that gets used for recreation and meal prep, although it may just be a dinged up microwave and some crates in an empty slot. So step 3. Your ship has 6 system slots on top of these starting systems, these 3. Okay. You get 2,000 credits to spend on additional systems from the ship's catalogue, which we'll look at, and then put these system slots, but you do not keep any leftover money. You always start with 1,000 credits, 20 fuel, and 30 food, split between whatever food types you choose. There is no maximum amount of food or fuel you can have on board, and they do not take space in your target hold. Okay, well let's do that now. So we have, was it 20? What did it say? It said 20 fuel. 20 fuel. There's an amount. 20 fuel. And we've got 30 food. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think then we should have it's other. So we get 10 other, and everything else gets 5. Let's go. Yeah, perfect. There you go. Split up the food. 30 to start. Great. And we've got 2,000 to spend on systems, as well as an additional. Is that in addition to the money I already have? That's quite exciting. And we just put, I guess, community credits. Let's do that. We'll have ship credits, like a ship pool. Maybe ship pool credits is 1,000. But we have 2,000 to spend on stuff, so let's do that quickly. Lastly, it's to come up with your name, an idea of what it looks like. We've got a paint job, and we can, but there are unique paint jobs that can be unlocked by titles. And then stuff about losing ships. We're not going to lose this ship. I've already done it. All right. So. Let's see. So. In this manual, we've talked about systems. This is the catch-all term for any part of your ship that serves as a specific function. From the crew quarters to algae vats to emergency beacons, whatever the form, it counts as a system. You can purchase new systems from the system dealers, which can be represented by the spaceship symbol, so this symbol here, in the top right. If this planet or station doesn't have a system dealer, then a symbol will be greyed out. You can get systems repaired at any planet or station that has a mechanic, which is represented by this wrench symbol. The ship's blueprint has a set number of system slots determined by how many systems can be installed, but don't worry, certain key things like life support, the ship's computer, and at least one engine does not count to this limit and cannot be removed. This way, you are nearly always able to move and live, even if it's on an empty shell of a ship. Okay. The following pages contain a variety of systems that you can purchase, as well as the requirements for using them. These requirements are number, so every system has a circle with a number in it. This indicates how many system slots it requires. Most systems require 1 system slot, but some may require more. And cost. Each system has a cost that must be paid unless you've acquired a system by another means before it can be installed. And then finally, wait, zoom in. You can see that. Each system has an effect which will tell you what it does and how it can be used, as well as a damage tracker that shows how much damage it can take before it is no longer usable. Whenever a system takes damage, cross off one of these boxes. When it gets repaired, erase, and unless the system has all of its damage boxes knocked off, it can be used. It takes 2 cycles to install or uninstall a system. And then we have something wherever it's a random system, so that's if that stuff comes up there, fine. Okie dokie. So, these are the basic ones that we have. I've made a note of them all down here, so that's fine. What are the other ones that we have? So we have an aquatic chamber, we have a charging station, a sunroom, bunks, private quarters, which is probably something we would get, passenger bunks. No one wants to travel on a beat-up ship. Okay. Captain's quarters. Oh man, they're so expensive. Oh my goodness, I just realised how expensive these things are. Oh no. A garden. That'd be so lovely. Homely kitchen, cleaning station. Dear, we're not going to have that. That's 1,000 credits. Intelligent gravity system. A professional kitchen. Oh, a shrine. An observation deck. Oh man, that would be quite nice to have. A sense theatre. Oh, that's a holodeck. A cozy lounge. God, that's expensive as well. A personal hygiene suite. Oh dear. What else we got? A simulator. Oh, that might be. No, that's a sim. Oh, there's play Sims and stuff. That's like VR. An auto bar. Oh man, that's also very expensive. An impressive bridge would cost 2,000 credits. Material collection funnel. Grab various chemicals as the ship passes. Can be stored. Okay. Chemical tanks. Chemical assembler. Ship arms. Mining laser. Algae vats. Emergency beacon. Droid ship. Med bay. Solar sail. Hydroponics. Oh man. Oh no. There's so much stuff that I would want. Decontamination chamber. Acceleration buffer. A lab. Smuggler's hold, shuttle bay, hauler's cargo hold, racer's engine, hauler engines, automatic laser defenses, armory, crude weapon, shields. Shields cost 2,000 credits. Oh. Boarding pod, pacifier, ship shop, and then some paint jobs. Okay, let's be realistic. I think. So we have, what did it say? We have 6 slots, I think it said on the top of the thing. Have a look, see. What did it say? You have 6 system slots, and we've got 2,000 credits to spend. I think, and this is on top of the things we've got, I think private quarters, that's 1, and we've got 600 credits there. I mean, it sounds like, I've got to be honest, yeah, I think private quarters would be nice. I'm not going to get any captain quarters, am I? Passenger bunks probably be quite good as well. I actually haven't really thought about what we're doing. So passenger bunks probably to get them their own thing. I do like a kitchen. So that's 3, right? That's 1,800 credits. What else? I've got 200 credits to spend. What could it be? Could we have a shrine? Personal height, no, can't have that. Can't have any of these. Oh, impressive bridge. Maybe I just want one impressive bridge. I think it might be because I want to make the most of this money because I'm going to lose it otherwise. Oh my word. Yeah, I think it's going to have to be that shrine, isn't it? I want to make the most of the money. Yeah, it is. Okay, right. So. Okay, so we're getting private quarters for people as well as the passenger bunks. I think that's going to be the main thing. We're just going to get people there and from. We're not going to. I don't have anything captain wise. That's fine. Increase. I want to because I feel like I need to make this person happy. I don't know why they're here with me. So crew, private quarters, passenger bunks, and then the kitchen. that was it. The kitchen. And then the shrine. Yes. Okay, that's 4 things. Great. Okay, well done, everyone. We did it. We worked out what we can spend all of our money on. Okay, so let me put this all in the... Come here, you. Come here. All right, just give me this. Okay, so we know it's... First one is private quarters. 600 credits. Oh, I didn't bring this down. Let me... Where have you gone? Come here. There we go. Right, 600 credits. Okay, the effect. So I was going to read that there. So the private credits, private quarters is 600 credits. Privacy is a luxury that cannot be overvalued. Find peace and comfort in a room that is all yours. The effect is that increase the shore leave of the crewmate who gets the system by 4. It's going to be Moll, isn't it? So they're going to have 12, I think is their thing in a second. We'll change their in a second. So 2 of your crewmates have been spending a lot of time together in these quarters. What have they been up to? Do you ask them? How does that go? Bad prompt. You hear concerning noises from inside your past. What does it sound like? Did you investigate? And what did you discover? So those are prompts. So like if it hits one of the systems, that's where I would go there. That's fine. Let me do this. So increase the shore leave. So I'm going to go back to Moll. I'm going to increase your shore leave by plus. Oh, so it's 4 from private quarters. Private quarters. So we're on 10. 10 total there. Great. Back to the ship. Okay. The second thing was passenger. Right. That's what we wanted. Passenger bunks. And this takes up 1 slot, and it's 4 damage. 3 damage. Sorry, my brain not working. So 1 slot, 3 damage. Oh. Yep. Damage. Trying to match what I was doing earlier. Damage 0 out of 3. Yes. All right. And then we have passenger bunks is the next thing. I'm just going to copy and paste it and put it into the Notion. So we have passenger bunks, which was 1,000 credits. Yeah. 1,000 credits. 1 slot. Damage was also 3 as well. Great. No one wants to travel up on a beat-up old Junko when they have to sleep on the crates next to your... It says Gherkin Dog. That's the... in the actual thing, let me show you. It's obviously in a different language. So, Anna, I presume you've changed it into... So it says Gherkin Dog. No one wants next to your Gherkin Dog, so use specialised bunks to rake in the ratings. Amazing. There we go. So the effect of having this is provides comfortable quarters for up to 4 passengers, which I hope is helpful, with no happiness loss as long as they do not have any extra requirements, i.e. aquatic. Well, I'll make sure to advertise really well on Gumtree, Space Gumtree, or Space Uber, Scuba, there you go, or Space Lift. I've got some good prompts, I've got bad prompts. So good prompt, one of your passenger adds something to their boat to make it more cozy. What do they add? And do you keep it after they leave? And then the bad prompt is one of your passengers loses 1 health whilst in the system. Oh no! What happened? Where is their injury? And what do you do about it? Well, not much because we can't afford a med bay currently. All right, so that's that. So currently we've spent 600 credits. We've got 400 credits left, and that's going to go on the kitchen and the shrine. I'm just trying to... Okay, so bring that back up. Right, it's this one. Homely kitchen. Let's copy you, my friend. Yoink. And that has 5. Oh, 5. Sorry, words. Not myself. 5 damage. So let's do this. Homely kitchen, which was 200 credits. One slot, and damage was 5. And it says their thing. Ooh, there we go. Where some see an under-equipped and excessively manual kitchen, others see a reminder of home comforts. Save on the cost and build the crew cohesion by having them cook together. Yay! The effect is whenever any crewmate has the skills chef. Oh my goodness! When any crewmate has the chef skill, I have the chef skill. You may increase the happiness of all crew members and passengers by once per journey. Excellent. I will do that instantly. Everyone have a good meal. Look, a crock pot. It's been done for everyone. Share files. What do they share? Okay. Sorry. The good prompt says the crew share memories of their favourite foods from their home planets. What memories do they share? What memory do you share? And then the bad prompt is a mishap in the kitchen. Oh, you guys can't see it, sorry. Mishap in the kitchen is ruined. Has ruined dinner for the cycle. Oh no. What has happened? Lose 2 food per crewmate. Oh no. How did the crew feel about this? And what did they have instead? That sounds awful. Oh no. Well, hopefully I'll never draw. I feel really guilty about that. But that's good to know about the effect. I'll have to remember that. Okay, and then finally was the shrine, wasn't it? To add. Let's bring this back up. Gosh. Let's copy all this down. And 2 is the damage threshold for the shrine. Okey-dokey. So it goes 200 credits. One slot and damage 0. Oh, there again. There you go. You folks can see now. Damage 2. Okay. So here we have. It's a place of quiet meditation, worship, and contemplation. Whatever your chosen religion or philosophy requires, our tailor-made shrines can cater to it. Oh. Okay. So the effect of having this on our ship is once per journey, increase happiness of all religious crewmates and passengers by 3. And the good prompt is you're invited to join a small religious ceremony in the shrine. Who invited you? What is the ceremony about, and what does it involve, and who goes? I think we've made ourselves a passenger ship, haven't we? Really, which is fine. I hadn't really thought about what kind of ship we'd be doing. What kind of missions we'd be doing, but I think it's moving people from place to place now, which is quite cool. Get to meet lots of people. Alright, the bad prompt for this is one of your crewmate has done something that a religious crewmate or passenger finds disrespectful and insulting. What did they do? How do you solve the situation? Adjust happiness that best fits your resolution. Oh. And then we've got 2 remaining slots, and that is fine. Fuel. Right. Okay. And it was. Oh, what was the usage for the fuel again for the ship? It was. Let me go back. Sorry. I'm gonna get all this information in before I forget, because I will absolutely forget. 2 fuel per hex, and then move 1 hex per cycle. Right. Let me pop that in the. Here. Or is it here? Usage rate. There we go. So it's 2 fuel per hex. Great. It's 1 hex per cycle. Was there anything else I had to do for this bit? I think there must be loads. Lastly, it is time to come up with your name for your ship and an idea of what it looks like. You have full control of it, but there are unique paint jobs. Let's look at that. Let's look at this. And then we can go and take a break, because then we've done all the character creation, so... Oh no! Oh no, it costs money to do paint jobs! I hadn't realised! Oh. We could have had... I didn't even realise. I was too busy trying to maximise my space. But here we've got Grave. Planet Grave. We could have had yellow and black warning paint on the side with text that reads, do not scrap for 100 credits. Oh, that's so frustrating. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. It's fine. We don't have Sims. Just checking if there's anything else. We don't have anything for the racing stuff, so that's fine. I think that's it for the moment. Cargo missions, searches. I think that's everything else ready to go. We can look at cargo and come back after the break. Getting started. There we go. I think that is everything. So let's recap before we go to our break. I appreciate it was a little bit longer. Almost 2 hours. That's on me. But don't worry, we'll go back through everything when we come back. But we need a name. Wait, no hull markings, none. Because I've spent all that money on like upgrading stuff. The ship name. Just looking at anything that can help me. Maybe we can call it. I'm just going through all those RPGs on my shelf, looking at them. Why don't we call it the Mouse Guard? Just because I can see the Mouse Guard RPG up there in big letters, so we'll call it Mouse Guard. That's the name of the ship. So, let's go through what we've created. We have our ship, the Mouse Guard, captained by Captain Joyce Gilbert, she, her, with a crewmate called Moll, they, them. The captain themselves, she had an interesting childhood, let's be honest. Shipborne upon the US CSS Dron Cauldron, which was a scientific research vessel which is currently missing. In their teens, they were a pickpocket. They rebelled against the authoritative structure put in place. They faced a lot of consequences for it as a result. But as an adult, strange abilities have started to manifest within her. Telekinesis, multitasking, whether it's from being so close to the experiments upon the scientific research vessel, or they were within her all along, we'll never know. Or not know just now. She feels awkward about it though. She only ever uses it in, I guess, even like a last resort, a defense sort of thing. She forgets that she's doing it when she's just like in the process of almost like multitasking. And it has gotten her out of some tight spots. Her skills are navigator and chef, and comedian, as a way to round her off. Her current goal is to understand and master her unique ability. That is the utmost importance. And I must find a master, this will indicate our first starting mission, which is retrieval, which we'll come back to after the break. Our crewmate, Moll. Moll uses they, them pronouns. They are a being which has like huge owl-like eyes and is covered in feathers. They have 4 big upper body limbs that helps them swing from place to place, from cable to like pole or anything like that. They use an intergalactic sign language using a pair of hands, and then using the other hand to have maybe 2 conversations at the same time, or one to add expressions and tonality to the other. They eat what would be listed as other organic things. I'm going to go for algae and like sort of bacteria, perhaps. That'd be interesting. They won't back down from a fight. They are pensive and thoughtful, but because they don't necessarily vocalize a lot, they use their hands and stuff, people underestimate them quite a bit. I think Joyce can count on them. While they might not see eye to eye, she can count on them in a tough spot, which she probably has put them in several times. Also, Moll collects baubles and trinkets, which are pins and keyrings and pens from the various gift shops across space that they've been to. Various space stations, they always have to visit the gift shop before they leave. The ship itself is the Mouse Guard. Has no distinguishing features at all. Apart from the basic bridge, the cargo hold, and the engines. The ship's AI is a bit like an alien, like cute character, like a cartoon character. Axe has the attitude of almost like Clippy. It's like, I'm trying to help you. You seem to be stuck. That sort of AI system has that sort of, maybe has been burnt on. There's no way to turn it off or change the tone. We've spent our credits on private quarters because I felt really bad for Moll having to play with me. We've got passenger bunks, so we easily can have people come with us. We have a kitchen which is a decent place where I can finally cook food. And then we've got a shrine as well for people who just need to, I guess on these big long passages, these journeys, may need time to reflect and meditate. And we've got some other bits and pieces. We've got food, we've got cargo. We're all set, I think. So there you go. That's the beginning part. That's our character creation. I appreciate it. It's a little bit longer than most character creations, but I do think it's important to go through as much as we can so you get a full sense of it, and I hope you appreciate it. But let's take a quick break. Let's do about 10 minutes or so. So please go stretch, go hydrate, go do those other wonderful things. Let me just, I'll pop us back to page 1 so people can see what we're talking about. Whoop. Boot. There we go. So, when we come back, we're gonna do we'll try the starting mission. We'll see how far we get, and the time we have. What else was I going to say on the top of it? There we go. So we'll come back in roughly about 10 minutes, continue our story. So please go hydrate, move about if you're so inclined. Maybe we'll go check on we'll check on the bunks. There's maybe the seals and the airlocks or something like that, and we'll see you back here to continue our story. So. See you in a little bit. All right. Welcome back, everyone, to this pre-recorded stream of For Such Creatures Such as We, a solo TTRPG by Anna Blackwell about being a human captain in charge of an alien spaceship and their crew. At the top, I don't think there's any content warnings that I can imagine at this point, other than like, oh gosh, I'm in the HR department of this ship. But as always, please just keep yourselves safe. And if you need to step away from the stream because of the narrative that's been presented, do take your time to do so as well. Hope you've had a good break, hydrated, and all that sort of thing. And let's get back into the actual game itself. Now that we've made our characters, which is very exciting, we can go from there. So I'm just trying to off my script. Get off the script. So, one thing that we did learn, the character creation, was that where we're starting, which is going to be in starting hex 7.3, which I will get the map for. She says, trying to make sure she doesn't turn everything off. Not this notion. There we go. Oh, there's a ship. That's what our ship, the kind of like what it looks like. Again, we've got the details on our notion, so you don't need to worry about that. I'll turn it off. But this is where we're starting. We're starting in 7.3, which is above the planet, I believe, called Progress, which we've not looked at. I've literally just picked it at random. That's where we're starting. And then we had a primary mission. The starting mission was Retrieval 1.161. So let us go and find it. First of all, audition. Let's find Adobe was what I was meant to say there. And I'm going to zoom out and try to bloody find where this mission is. Retrieval mission. So let's have a nosy of what this is. Our mission statement. Retrieval expert is a pretty nifty way to say an errand mammal, but hey. Take what you can. Take what you can get. Take what you can get, right? Yeah. Retrieval is a straightforward gig. Go to the place where the thing you've to retrieve is. Bring it back. Just like a game, just like the game of fetch with your ancestors used to play. Oh gosh. I am bound by the law to mention the risk of running into hostile salvagers, potential semi-legal activity, dangerous cargo, and not to mention the dangers inherent in spacewalking to collect your cargo. But that's just some bureaucratic mumbo-jumbo forced on us by some fungi who's never been off-world, so relax and enjoy. Okay, so I guess we're going to generate our retrieval mission then as our first starting point. So, first off, we're going to draw a card to see what we're delivering, and then we can see, see where you're delivering, sorry, and then see mission destination status. And then step 2 is generate the coordinates of the mission. Oh no, it might be across the galaxy. If these coordinates land on a planet, then you may choose if it isn't in orbit or on the planet's surface. See page 63 for more. You must travel to the coordinates to pick up your cargo and then deliver it to the mission destination. Okay, so that is the main goal. We've got to go A and then to B. Please let it be close by. Draw a card and check the table opposite to determine what you are retrieving. And the reward is going to be X times 10 credits plus 10 cargo card value times 10. The distance for a retrieval mission is a straight line between the coordinates and the destination. Accept or decline the mission. I mean, we're going to have to accept, right? If accepted, roll 1d6 to determine if there's a complication. And if there is a complication, see page 164 for specifics. If declined, the mission is taken by someone else and is no longer available. Well, that's not going to happen. Okay, that's all we need to know. All right, let's draw a card to see where we're delivering it. Okay. The 2 of spades. 2 of spades. See, mission destination page. So that's this. Oh no, it's we're ahead, aren't we? Just remember now we're on. So it's page 145. 145. It's not here though, is it? Oh. Wait, what am I doing? Oh, I've gone past it. Ah, here we go. It's on this side. I see it now. We're going to Forge. Oh, I know where that is on the map. Oh, let me get the map up. Okay, get rid of Adobe. Forge. Oh no, it's really far away. Okay, so we are here at the top of progress, and then I'm going to move it over to Forge. Okay, it's not too far. That's okay. That's all right. I'm going to make a note of this. Let me make a note of this before I forget. Notion. Bring up Notion. Okay. So our mission. Let's put it on the main page so we can see it. All right. So starting mission. Retrieval. So destination is Forge. So we pick 2 of spades. 2 spades. Right. Okay. I just realised that that's our destination. Where are we going from? Please let it be in progress. And it'll be a really easy job. Okay. And then back to... that's not it. There we go. Retrieval. Generate coordinates for the mission, which is on page 1, is it? Okay. Generate coordinates. Wait. So we've got to go to coordinates, and then we've got to go to pick up the cargo, and then go to the mission. Okay. All right. That's not here though. Coordinates. Oh, here we go. Okay. Some missions will ask you to generate coordinates rather than traveling off to a planet. For these missions, you could be heading off anyway on the galaxy map here. To determine where you are going, draw 2 cards. The first card is the column. Oh no, and the second card is the row. Oh no. Okay. All right. Well, because we've got to draw cards, I've got to put this back in the deck. So I've made a note of it, so that's fine. Okay. Oh no, where are we? You can see here. At the top of the map, what it would look like. So ace red here, and I'm guessing ace reds here, and then ace to king black cards there. Okay, all right. Please make it be very clear near Forge. Okay, ready? So first up, we have the Jack of Spades. Okay, so that's looking at this quick image here. That's on this side, so that's where we are, kind of. And then tell you what, I'm going to shuffle again, just to. Oops, she says going to drop them everywhere. Okay. Second card is the row. The 10 of diamonds. All right. Okay, right. Journeys. Okay, so we'll get rid of this one, we'll get rid of this one. Right. I'm going to zoom out from this map a little bit. Okay. One day, One day I'll be able to do this straight away. But okay, so we are here progress, and the first one was a jack, which is over here. This is that column. Okay, so we're in this column. Where is? Oh, it's on this side. Oh, it's this side. Oh, there's 10. I can see 10 off the left there. So it is. Oh no, is it in the red zone? No, not the red zone. Sorry, there's no way I can. Oh no, wait, where is it? Hang on, I'm gonna have to use bloody fingers. It looks like it's right next to Port Freedom. Like, I think it's like. If only I had like a ruler or something just to double check. Yeah, I think it's J. Oh, there, it says it. Does it say it there? I think so. Oh, I see, that's quite clever. It's got the actual cells numbered. So if I was on 7-3, I need to go to, sorry, I'm moving it up, Jack 10, which is literally Port Freedom. There. Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay, great. Oh, I'm so smart. Oh, I like that. That's very clever. Okay. So I'm going to put this in my Notion before I forget. So we are looking for, I'm going to forge coordinates for drop-off are Jack 10, which is, Jack 10, which is Port Freedom, that's what it's called? Yes, Port Freedom. I'm going to say it's in orbit around the thing. And we're starting from, I think it was 7-2, 7-3. Let me just double check again. 7-3. Yeah, 7-3, yeah. 7, starting 7-3. Hex 7-3. And then that means if I go to Forge, let me just so this Forge is, wait, no, it can't be 7-3. No, 7-3 is there. It's another 7. Oh, it's a different 7. Yeah, because it's using different. Yeah, so that's it was the black 7-3. This is the red 7-3 on this side. Okay, great. And then, yes, get rid of that map, put the Notion back up. Which is on 7-3. Okay. So let's put these in order, shall we? So we're starting here. Grab this one. Coordinates to pick up is Port Freedom. And then here, coordinates, cargo. Okay, coordinates and destination, done. Let's just put these in a reasonable order. Okay, destination. Okay, all right. I'm feeling confident. It's gonna take us. We're definitely gonna have to refuel halfway there, but we can definitely start on this mission for sure. Yes. Right. What was I doing? That was it. Okay. Get Adobe back up. Come on, Adobe, work for me. There we go. Okay. Right. Back to, I think it was 160. No, that's not it. All right. So we generated coordinates. Draw a card and check the table opposite to see what we are retrieving. Okay. Step 3. We'll do that. Wish I could do fancy shuffling. You don't have to hear me, just... Okay. Okay. Let's check the table opposite so we can see what kind of things we've got. We've got captain's log, personal belongings, tow a ship, private possessions, research ship's vault, lost pet or android, oh no, ship's AI, cryogenic sleep pod, stranded sapient, and tow a legendary ship. Ooh, if you get Joker. Interesting. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna split it like that. And we're gonna hit the top card, which is the Jack of Spades again. Oh, it's a ship AI. Oh, our AI is not going to like that at all. Okay, so the effect of this is once per journey, ignore a club's travel event as the AI solves it. Oh, okay. I mean, all for that, helping me out. Okay, so let me just pop that down. So the cargo is a ship's AI, and the effect was once per journey. Ooh, come on, Fiona. Oh my word! Come on, I know you can. Watching someone struggle. Okay, all right. You're not doing this for me. Yeah, you can do that. You can do that. It's being silly. Right. Okay. What's the effect? Just dropping this into. Okay. So once per journey, ignore a club's travel effect as the AI solves it. Nice. Okay. Just emboldening a few things whilst I remember. All right. Great. Great. Next, what's the next thing? Go back to the ship. All right. Now, the reward is distances. The distance is a straight line between the coordinates and the destination. Right. Okay. Right. Oh no. This is why I'm not very good at this sort of stuff. All right. Okay. So let's pull the map back out. Okay. There we go. All right. So we're going from Port Freedom all the way to Forge. It's a straight line, right? I do 1, 2, 3. I'm just counting with my fingers now. Or it's gonna be it's Jack. Oh wait, it's Jack to Forge. I could just do it up here. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, roughly hexes away from each other. 23 times 10 is 230 credits plus the cargo value times 10. Okay. So what's... Oh, this. The thing I drew, that is 100. So in total, that is 330 credits, right? I think so, because it's 23 times 10, so it's 223. And then the cargo value was it's a Jack, which is it's 11. Jacks are 11s, so it's 110 credits on top of that. So 340 credits. Maths. That's why I get Mol to do the maths for me. Okay, so let's do this reward. Credits. Reward. So that's 340 credits. Done. Alright. Right. Okay. Now what? Accept or decline the mission. We're going to accept it, because otherwise this will be a very boring second half. Roll a 1d6 to determine if there's a complication. If there is a complication, see page 164 for specifics. How do we get a complication? Is my question. Does it tell us how to equal to or determine? Wait. Oh no, I just want to... I guess because my complication... If you determine that there is a mission present, do the following. The compilation was present. I'm just trying to think, how would I know? So I could roll like a 1 and be like, done. Does it say about... Oh, see, I see. If there's a complication, see 160 for specifics, right? So I wanted to double check before I just go... I think it was here, right? Oh, here we go. Yes. Oh, perfect. All right. So we'll roll... I'm going to roll my d6. Oh, I got a 6. Volatile. Oh, no. Wait, what? Wait, is that right? If you determine that this mission complication is present by the mission generator, then it's time to see what form it takes to do so. It's equal to what you roll. Is equal to what you've rolled. Yeah, that's right. Mission class. Check the complications table for ideas and mechanics to help with the complication. Make a note of this result for the final reward. Okay. So I think volatile is what we got. We rolled a 6. So the complication is if the cargo hold takes any damage, this cargo explodes. What? And your... Oh, maybe that's what... I mean, I'm checking the AI, aren't I? Any other cargo sharing the... Well, it causes you to fail the mission. Oh, no! I don't want to fail the mission! Oh, no! Okay. Alright, that's complication. Man, we really need to get that... the whole cargo hole sorted out, don't we? Dear oh dear. I think that's right anyway. So it's volatile. Oh, that's really bad. It's just... We're going into really bad space as well. We're going to blow up, aren't we? Oh, no. I just got the ship. All right. Complication is volatile. I've said yes to it. And the effect is... Oh, no. Oh, Lord. Oh. I don't want to fail the mission. Oh dear. Right. I think that's all I need. I'm sure it will tell me otherwise. Let me go back and double check. Retrieval mission. Yep. For specific details. Oh, maybe I looked at the wrong one. Hang on. I did look at the wrong one. Okay, maybe it's not volatile. Okay, don't panic, everyone. Nobody panic. I panicked. Oh, well, there's some things here which are probably important. Okay, so if the cargo you wish to retrieve is on a planet or station, I'm going to say it's on the planet. Dock to planet or station and draw a card to face the planet event is somehow tied to your cargo, then load it up without further issue. Great. Sounds great. I'm going to copy that and put that in my notes. Okay, pop that. Okay, it's on planet, so that's fine. Could you imagine if it was just in space? It's floating. They're presumably on another ship. That's probably where it's why it's there. Right. Mission complication is what I rolled. I'm going to roll again then to make sense because I don't know what is going to be in the page. It's probably going to be volatile. Oh, well there you go. Extra reward. Mission complications are somehow your client's fault. Therefore, it's only fair for them to get a bit of compensation, right? When determining the reward for the session, gain an extra 100 credits time complication roll. Oh, okay. E.g. across 600 credits. Okay, so we might have some more money, depending on what we roll. But let's have a look. Oh no. I can see what it was. There was never a mission. Oh my god. When you arrive at the coordinates, start a dogfight. No! If you draw a King of Hearts at any point during this mission, you discover deceit and can abandon the mission. Well, I mean, we're going to roll again, just to see. A 2. Okay, great. Oh, it's a worried client. They insist on coming with you and treat them as a passenger, but they won't leave if their happiness reaches 0 and you don't get a passenger reward. Great. That sounds like a more reasonable thing than your cargo hold exploding. All right, let me grab that. So treat them as a passenger. Oh god, now I'm going to look at passenger rules. Okay. Let me just pop them in here. That said, I'm 100% sure that if this was like a real story or a real game, 100% my cargo would explode. Okay, so I need to treat them as a passenger. Okay, so let's see what that entails quickly. if I get extra reward, like I'm just going, the extra reward would be just an extra 200 credits. Okay, let me pop that in the thing as well. Due to passenger. Oh no, due to complication. There you go. Great. Okay. Great. Was there anything else I needed to do? Oh yeah, passenger, wasn't it? Let's look at these passengers. Here we go. Treat them as a passenger. Well, we're not going to do that. Determine who your passengers are by drawing a card and checking the passenger table on page 152. Draw a passenger. If you cannot take, draw again and choose an appropriate one. Roll a d6 for each passenger to see if they have any additional needs. Oh no! The result is lower than your mission class, then they do. Okay. Right, well, let's generate the passenger. For sure. Can I do that? Makes sense, right? I'd like to generate a passenger. Oh, I guess they don't. I guess it's... Oh, I see. Mission... Okay, great. I see. I'm looking at these interactions. Fine. All right, but all passengers... we'll get to this in a minute. So the passenger starts with 10 happiness and 5 health. These increase or decrease by an event or systems affecting health or happiness. Right, let me write this down somewhere. So, passenger... I mean, 10 happiness is more than... It's just about the same that Mole has, to be fair. And health is 5. Okay. Alright, so that's on the notion for the second. If your passenger's happiness ever reaches 0, they cancel the mission and depart if able. So they're not. That's not going to happen to us. However, how this happens to you. If the passenger's health ever reaches 0, they perish, and your mission class is decreased by 1. Oh no! If there's no clear party to blame except for you, then you will also find 10,000 credits to be paid all at once or as a portion of your mission rewards until fully paid. Oh my word! Excluding mission class F visitors. All passengers require some form of quarter system that they can use for the duration of the mission. These can't be used by crew. It says, oh, but I do have crew. Okay, well, I do have a crew thing now, so that's okay. Right, fine. Yeah, they'll just have to take the crew quarters. Oh, that means Mole doesn't have the happiness, though. Damn it. Heck. Okay. Travel events. As you travel, any event that mentions a crewmate may involve a passenger in some way. Oh no, of course I've got the shrine as well. Oh no. Either as a focus of the event or just as an observer. This can affect their health and happiness and let you learn things about the wider galaxy and generate missions. Or host. At any point you can spend 20 credits to put together a social gathering or throw a party or otherwise make some time for your passengers. Draw a card for the result of an interaction on the interaction table, and for the first time you do this, increase any or all passenger happiness by 1. Great. Okay. I think that's everything I need. I'm just zooming ahead, just double checking. I've got everything. Retrieval mission accepted. Great. Got the ship's AI. We're not spacewalking, so that's fine. We're doing the retrieval thing. That's it. Void client. And that's it. Okay. That's it. We've started out, so we've created our mission. Okay. Alright. So, let's look at the map, shall we? So we're gonna have to refuel. How are we gonna refuel? Somewhere. Right? We have to do that. So we're gonna start at progress and make our way to Port Freedom. I guess then we can refuel at Port Freedom, grab the thing, make our way back, go towards progress, maybe then Unity, and then Forge. We might not be able to cover this all in this session, but we can at least make a start, right? If we can get to Port Freedom and pick up the item, then that's fine. Great. Cool. Let me check if there's anything else I need to do before I Man, I know something's gonna come for us. Probably, yeah. Oh, Port Freedom. Let me read something out about Port Freedom on our way there. Let's just might as well. So, hidden away amongst the asteroid field, Port Freedom. Oh, that's an asteroid field. Oh, I can navigate asteroid field. Yes. Port Freedom remains the last great pirate city. Oh no, and can only be found by those invited. Oh no. If you have a pirate backstory or 5 criminal rep or criminal contact, you may join the. I'm not going to do that. Request landing. Oh, until then it may be a legend. Fortune favors the strong. Any crewmate that has a combat skill, I don't, can earn D6 by helping out a pirate ship, but loses 1 health per cycle. Okay. Oh, and there's some unique services there, which is fine. And we've got some planetary events, so we're going to have to do a planetary event when we get there anyway. Okay. Oh, bloody pirates. It's always pirates. Okay, let's see about how do we get to this place. So we're moving. Sorry, I'm going through all the... Look at these great images, though. Very excited. There's so many places. And we'll look at Forge if we ever get there, for sure. Oh, there's Forge. The beating heart of industry in the galaxy. Forge produces everything from game cartridges to space stations in uncountable factories, foundries, workshops, and dry docks. Just be careful not to drink the water, or breathe the air, or spend too long outside without a coverall on. Okay, fuel is 10 credits, food for... Right, oh, I see. So I can use these to probably buy stuff. So I definitely need to refuel. God. Okay, harvest, that's another planet. We're not doing co-op play. We're not doing combat yet, although there's going to be a combat probably at some point. Adrift, we're not doing that. Ship actions. Reputation and titles, we're not doing that. Outlaw stealing, we're not stealing, we're not hacking. I just want to make sure... are we moving anywhere? Travelling, there we go. Travelling through space is a dangerous undertaking for even the most space-ready species. Out there in the great unknown, anything can happen. Debris travelling at near light speed can burst shields and break hulls. Systems can critically malfunction, and the close, confined quarters of a spaceship can cause all manner of trouble. But, while all those dangers exist, this game is, at its core, a game about love, friendship, and hope, and the travel events you will face are designed to reflect that. But how, you say, will you travel? Good question. To travel, you have to follow the simple checklist. So we move from one hex to the adjacent hex, reduce your fuel by the amount needed by your engine. Basic engines use 2 fuel per hex. I just want to see, can I actually make it to the pirate's place? Like that. Let's see. If I was going from the top, so yeah, next is 7.3. 7.4, 7.5, 7.6, 7.7, oh wait, what am I talking about? 7.4, 8.5, 8.6, 9.7, 9.8, 9.9, 9.10. So how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, it takes 8 hexes to get to Port Freedom. That's 2 fuel. How much fuel have I got? Going to my ship, the mouse guard, quickly checking. Oh, we can make it. We've got 20. It's 8. So we use 16 fuel to get there. So let's hang on. Let me write this down somewhere because I will absolutely forget. 16 fuel. 16. So no, not 16 fuel. From progress to Port Freedom. It's 8 hexes. 8 hexes. That times 2 fuel per hex equals 16 fuel used. We're going to spend all of our money. All that my money that I got as a captain and the money for the crew. Oh my god, that's going to go right on the things. I'm not going to make any money from this mission. Okay. Spend 1 food per crew to feed them. They will only eat their food type. You cannot feed a crewmate, their health reduces by 22. That's fine. See how many cycles pass since you last stopped at a planet. If it's greater than the shore leave, reduce their happiness by 1. Oh lord. Okay. And then there's some travel events. So we have to do it like one bit at a time. Oh, Oh, wait, it says something there, like, the main voice. To ensure you and your crew get a chance to interact at the start of your story, consider these questions during your first journey for any cycle where you don't trigger a travel event. Brilliant. Sounds good. How are they settling in? What duties do they have? How do their culture handle introductions? What is your first meal together like? How do you work together? How are the crew getting along with each other? Are there any tensions? Where do you all hang out? So that's the maiden voyage. So that's great. We can talk about that. See how many cycles have passed since you've last stopped at a planet. If it's greater than a shore leave. Well, currently, so the shore leave stuff, the happiness. So oh gosh, what was it? Let me look. Go back to my. Mol is happiness is 8, and is it 1 cycle per hex, right? Oh, man. They're gonna be super cross with me by the time we get to that. I think so, right? Let me look. Move 1 hex per cycle, so it's going to take us 8 cycles to get there. And the person has 8 shore leave, so they're going to get super miffed with me. Which is fine. There's no problem with that. Let me just double check, was there anything else I need to think of? This bit. Reduce their happiness by 1. Oh, reduce their happiness by 1. Mark a cycle. Oh, so we have to repeat this. Right. I understand. If you roll, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do any travel events. What did it say? Consider during your first journey for any cycle. So we'll do it. We won't do any travel events till we get to port freedom, right? That's what it's trying to tell me there. Get a chance to interact during your journey. Well, no, maybe for the first bit. Your first journey for any cycle. So maybe we'll do it for like 4 of them then. Okay, right. Let's get started then. We'll get there. Right. So here's how I understand it. Starting at. Are we? No, that's not it. This one. Starting at progress. If only I could draw on these. I'm sure I can, I just can't remember. Starting at progress. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You dogged, but it's fine. Okay. So I'm gonna just make a note on here. So cycle 1. So, going through what it says here. Move to 1 hex, so we go from 7.3 to 7.4. 7.3 to 7.4. Reduce your fuel by the amount needed, so now fuel is 18. Spend 1 food per crew member. They will only eat from the food type they can eat. You cannot eat a food. Yeah. So we've got other for them. We've got 10, I think. So food goes down. Other food. So they're just eating them like on the algae. That's what the food goes down to. 9. Check to see how many cycles have passed since you've last stopped at the phone. I mean, 1, I guess. Yeah, it takes 1 cycle to move. So yeah, so the crewmate's happiness was an 8. Is that right? 8 was Mol's. Yes, 8 for Mol. So that goes down to 7. So Mol happiness. Happiness is 7. 7, and then it was saying stuff about we're not gonna draw any travel cards yet. We're gonna talk about the journey. Tell you what, then I will mark cycles. We'll get into the orange zone, right? So we'll do 4 cycles, so 4 days. 1, 2, 3. So we'll get to 9.7. We'll do that. So we'll do that all in one go. That makes sense. 9.7. That cycles 1 to 4. It's 4 days, so we've used 8 fuel. Gosh. Food has gone down to 6. Mole's happiness has gone down to 4. Right. So let's talk about those questions. Let me show things. So we're currently on 9.7. That's where I've put us for now. And just to prove I am looking at this stuff. There you go. That's the notion. That's the thing at the bottom. So that's cycles 1 to 4, and where we've moved. Location, movement. Hang on, put movement there. Fuel. Current fuel is 12. Food. Other. Current is 6. Although I do feel a bit like, oh, maybe I should have put a lot more food for them. Thank goodness I didn't have more crewmates. And then Mole's happiness is at 4 currently. Okay. I think. Well, they'll have the sheet, won't they? They'll have the Oh, that's more shore leave. Oh, darn it. Darn it. Okay, and that's the cycle of 1 to 4. Okay, that's all that done. Right. So in the meantime, let's talk about those initial questions, where we start, media res, you know? So how are they settling in? What duties do they have? How does their culture handle introductions? What is your first meal together like? How do you work together? How are the crew getting on with each other? Are there any tensions? Where do you all hang out? So, how are they settling in? I think they're settling in quite fine. I think, if anything, this ship I specially designed and like made sure that they could move around in it. Maybe it's an old ship that I bought and patched it up a little bit, and just so happens they were like, that's they signed to me saying that's one of my like lineages species, like old small freighter ships, and I was like, excellent, are you looking for a job? I feel like I'm very charming and crack a joke and stuff, and for whatever reason they've gone, yeah, all right. What duties do they have? Well, they're the pilot, right? They're a pilot. Let's see, what did I say in their little character sheet? They have a pilot. They have a pilot skill and a salvager skill. So they're actually I think they actually come from a completely different background to one of like retrieval, and I think maybe they don't talk much about their previous job, their previous place, and so I don't ask because it's not my place to ask. But they talk about they mentioned like previous experiences and stuff, and I'm like, oh my god, that sounds way scarier than what we're doing. So they just make sure that we're piloting okay, and they're good on fuel. Actually, can they? I don't know if they can do anything with piloting. It's probably not nothing for the. So I've got the navigating thing, so we can get through that thing. So we can draw another during shuttle races, and you can enter asteroid fields. Great. So they're the reason. Maybe I picked up the mission of retrieval, saw that it was in the middle of an asteroid field, and I was like, I'm looking for a pilot, and they were the ones that applied. Sorted. And yeah, originally was a salvager of some sort. Mole was. What were my skills? I can pickpocket. I can repair. That's okay. Repairing's quite good. And I can reduce damage from using my telekinesis. I can navigate. May move one hex without using any fuel as they find the efficient route. Right. Well, we're not going to use that yet. But the food for the crew is reduced by 1 because I'm sure they do eat. So I think by definition it's 1. And then once per journey, I can increase. I can make everyone laugh using my comedian skills. Okay. Right. Sorry. I got sidetracked. How does their culture handle introductions? I think Joyce Gilbert has a smattering of very basic intergalactic sign language, but obviously isn't. It's incredibly basic because there's no way she can add all the nuances or add all the expressions or anything like that. It's a quite difficult thing to do. She tries her best. She can't sign a lot, but she can read it. So it's almost like a Han Solo and Chewie thing where you can understand what the person is saying. And Joyce can do the basic motions. And I think as well, Mol can understand speech. Maybe they have like a communication device, like a almost like a Babelfish type thing, like on their head somewhere, like, or maybe like a little like headset perhaps. And it looks like they're wearing like old-fashioned like audio headphones, like, you know, with the like orange like pads perhaps. So it just translates for them as if they, you know, what they're seeing is like sort of translates to their eyes and stuff like that, and then they can use the various so I think it can translates to like stuff like that, perhaps a mixture of both. So how did their culture handle introductions? So yeah, I think actually we met on a message board, and they were very eloquent in their type. But when I met them for the first time, I was like, oh, and I was like, I'm, you know, and I tried to sort of indicate that I'm not fluent, but it's a bit rusty, and they were like, no worries, like they could have like a datapad that shows up text if in a rush, but ultimately like I could read quite well, so we actually get on quite well in that sense. And I might ask them to clarify sometimes, but I think it works really well. I ask if there's anything I can get in for them, and they require some like any suits or anything like that for spacewalking stuff. I'm trying to make sure they've got all that to accommodate for their because they're unable to walk unaided, so I want to make sure they have the assistance and be able to get stuff. And I make sure that the crew quarters is perfectly made for them. I maybe even buy like a little bottle of something. I try and do some research into like what kind of alcohols or even just drinks in general of what they like. And in the end, I just settle upon half still and half sparkling water that's been filtered, and put it in a beautiful flask with a little bow on it in their quarters for them to use. It has their name on it. It says Mol, property of Mol on it. What's your first meal together like? I think the first meal together is pretty. It's good. I think it is good. It what's the word for it? I think it goes really well. Like, because I cook up, like I ask them what they need, etc. And maybe I cook like some really delicious, like, I don't know, burgers and like delicious meal, and they're like, just algae please, or wood chips. You know what? No, I lie. Maybe I do like some sort of barbecue thing with wood pellets, and they go, I'll just take the wood pellets please. So I make sure that they can actually eat well, and I think it's okay. It's quite a fun thing. Maybe they help clean up afterwards and stuff. I feel we get on. There's maybe a little bit of tension because they keep startling me because they're quite silent, and they keep like jumping. Like suddenly they'll be like, I'll be working on something at the station, and I'll just see them out the corner of my eye as they flick past. Like, but I don't see them. I'm like, what was that? So they do make me jump a little bit. And where do we all hang out? Well, I think there's like it says some recreational space. So I think there really, and there's not much in it just now. Like I said, it's quite new to me, this space, even though it's a bit old and battered. Maybe there's an old couch or two. I think there's definitely like a table, like a round table of some sort, and of course there's like a whole host of like these old board games I found, and so maybe we've been playing a few games of like intergalactic Risk. Mol keeps beating me. I don't know what to do about it. I think they're cheating. I think they've got 4 arms or 4 limbs, so they must have extra like cards or extra dice. I think it's a fun couple of first days. Like, it's getting to know each other and just trying to be aware. And I think Joyce tries to make it very clear that it's not a hierarchy. There's only 2 of us. It's a line, and the line is horizontal, not vertical. Whether or not Mol takes that into account is, I mean, you know, it is what it is, right? So that's the first 4 cycles though. And then some travel events, we're not going to do system events. Okay, so these will come up as and when we do them. Great. Okay, so that's the first 4 events. So let's do something happens probably on cycle 5. So it's day 5. So let me just go to the map very quickly. Just want to check where we are at. So currently, where are we? We're on, trying to move my, all these sheets of paper. It's very exciting. Okay, so cycle 5 we're on, right? So we are moving from 9.7 to 9.8. It's in this orange field. I don't know what that means, but I'm sure we'll come to it. Alright, just doing some highlighting. And then our fuel goes down by 2 again. I don't want to use up that that ability yet of reducing the fuel to, or using it for free, because we might need it. So fuel goes down to 10. Yes, that's right. And the food goes down again by 1. I mean, there are other foods, to be fair. I should have divvied them up better, perhaps. Mole's happiness, though, is at 3, because we've not made planetfall yet. Okay, so yeah, I think over time it has been, I think they're just tired. I think the novelty of getting onto a new ship and getting away from whatever it was that drove them to take this job has, I've noticed it. I think Joyce has definitely noticed it. Okay, there we go. All right. So, just to show people that I've done it. There you go. So that's cycle 5 is there. That's where we're at. We're now going to do the travel event by rolling a d6. If it lands with a 5 or a 6, travel event happens of the color of the space that you're in. So for us, it's an orange space. Looking at this map, sorry, I just want to make sure people see it. It's an orange space. We're going to go, orange space. We're just on the cusp of the orange space to the red space. I'm sure that's a good sign. And then mark a cycle. So if you roll a 5 or a 6, then draw a card and check the travel events. Okay. What else? There was something else I wanted to say. It said at the bottom, if you feel that you're not getting enough travel events, then lower the number required to 4 or 3. If you're getting too many, increase it to 6. Ugh. Orange hexes, it says here, are considered to be unsafe space, and whilst they may provide a more direct route to your destination, you run the risk of running into some sort of hostile ship. And then red hexes are considered a dangerous space and have either very high risk events. It is not recommended to enter these regions unless you have a weapon system, a shield, or other systems which will help you in a pinch. Oh no! Asteroid fields hexes. These are red hexes with visible asteroids in them. They cannot be entered unless one of you has a pilot skill. Well, we do. Let me just double check this map thing, because I might have absolutely beefed it on the map. Yeah, I can get there easily. I can get through that asteroid. Great. Phew. Okay. Thank God I took the piloted skill for Mole, huh? All right. So let's roll. So it's a 5 or a 6. Okay, gonna roll it. It's a 6. I mean, we've only got like about 20 minutes left of this particular stream, so yeah, it makes sense. Okay, so we're going to 6. Going to orange 239 to 242 is the travel. Okay, so it's a couple more of these. Okay, and then we have to draw a card. Orange space. Right. Yes, that's right. Okay, now I'm gonna draw a card. Gosh. I'm really scared. Okay. Ooh, almost dropped them. Okay. 7 of hearts. Oh no, I don't like... What's this talk going on here? So the travel events is your crewmates are discussing what they would do in case they got boarded by space pirates. What do each of them say? Who has the best plan? What would your plan be? Draw an extra card in any boardings for having discussed plans. Oh wow, okay. Can I grab this? Oh, it's just it's just an image. Oh, that's unfortunate. That's fine. I will type this out. So this was travel event 7 of hearts. What would we do if we got boarded by space pirates? And draw an extra card during boardings. I can't think why it would tell me that as we're about to go into the bloody pirate station, but okay. Having discussed plans. Okay. Well, let's see. I think it's a day. We're having dinner, and I notice that Mole has. I mean, again, I try not to look at Mole too deeply when they're eating, because obviously there's 2 heads they have to feed. So normally the one on top eats first, and then the way the second head works is that it's sort of hidden by like their boiler suit, and then suddenly the top head will snap back, and the second head will push its way up, very Beetlejuice style. And it's this second head that starts to talk about it. It looks me dead in the. I think this second head only has like one like owl-like eye. It looks like dead head, and it blinks. Maybe I can't remember what the word is. Like reptile blinking. It sort of blinks like that, and it goes and they say, "Have you ever been boarded by pirates?" like sorry, they don't say it. Obviously, they sign it, and I go, "Pirates? No. What do you mean?" And they explain where we're going. Port Freedom is full of pirates, and I am shocked at this news, or feign shock, because obviously I read the listing, and I go, yeah, all right, I say, well, I don't know what I would do necessarily, and they outline like the couple of times that they've been salvaging, how they used to have like a spacesuit that would hide their other limbs and conceal weaponry in them, and so that should they get boarded, they can then pull out the second or tertiary weaponry that they have and start blasting as they sign. And I go, oh, okay, scary. I think I would just say I would just cooperate with them. Like I said, I don't have much in terms of money. Where we're going, this ship's AI, we might get a lot of like people hot on our heels for it. I don't know anything about it. That's why the client's coming with us. But I don't have a plan. I think my plan is to. No, I know what my plan would be. It would be to hide. They come onto our ship. I take my stow bag, get onto their ship, and then sail away. Do a proper Sea of Thieves type thing. And Mol goes, what if there's more of you? And I go, I'll deal with that when that comes. So I don't think either of us have a better plan for dealing with being boarded. But it would definitely end in some sort of fight of some sort. Whether it's through subterfuge or pleading not to be killed. But it's a nice jokey thing. I like the second head better. They're definitely more expressive with their second hand. Whereas the top head of Mole, they're a bit more pragmatic and they choose their words a bit more carefully. Maybe again, it's maybe that sign of like they're having to that's their professional like persona, and then I happen to meet. I see Mole's private persona, in a way. There you go. All right. Let's see if we can get to the ship, shall we? So that's cycle 5. Let's move to. Let's try and get rid of this. What's the next map? So we are on currently. We're on 9.8. We have 1, 2, presumably 3 hexes to get to Port Freedom. And we can either go from 9.9 or 10.9, and then I mean, we could take the safe route of just going straight up, but I want to go for an asteroid field because we've got the thing for it. So let's do that. So Notion, we have, let's do this cycle 6, right? So it's at 8 to 9. 9, and then fuel goes down by 2 again. Food goes down again. Also happiness goes down again. And then I guess we could do a travel event. We're now in the red zone. Make sure I've got that right. Oh, don't turn off the webcam. There we go. Yeah, 9.9 is in the red zone. Oh, I don't want to be in the red zone. Is it 9? I can't remember where the travel stuff was. Was it 80? Combat, no. We'll get that. There we go. Okay. Right. So we've moved the hex. We've reduced the fuel. We've got the food to feed people. Oh, it says if I can't feed a crew member, I reduce their health by 1. Oh, I don't want to do that. Check how many cycles. We've done that. Place the food. And determine travel event by rolling a d6. So it's a 5 or a 6. 3. Nothing happens. Excellent. Phew. So the day passes as a result. Yes. None. N. A. Alright. Cycle 7 is next. So we're going from... So what are we thinking? Are we thinking... I mean, it'll be remiss not to go into the asteroid field with 10 minutes left of the... of the stream left. So let's do that. We go down to 6 fuel. I think I'm doing that right. The fuel goes down to 3. Yes, that's right. Yes, I'm trying to work things out in my head. It's not working. And Mole's happiness goes down by 1. Oh, they're so unhappy. I gotta make them happy. I don't know. I could tell them a joke. I could tell them a joke in a sec. Okay, so cycle 7. And then I think they're getting clearly quite tired, and they're like, you can see them getting angsty, perhaps, as we're getting into this this particular place. Actually, I'm going to look up what the in this particular asteroid field. I just want to look up exactly what the happiness stuff does. I have a feeling I might have just ended this person's. I don't want them to leave. Don't leave me. Let's see. Crewmate food, wages, trade, shore leave, happiness. Okay, there you go. So if they'll have some sort of negative reaction, lock themselves in their quarters. Okay, fine. I don't need to worry about that just yet. I don't think. She says, "Ooh, that's combat." Wait, what's going on? Need to worry about being boarded. That's a good point. I don't know if we actually can go to... It says unlock... Did it say unlock harvest? Oh, it unlocks paint jobs. Sorry, that's what I was reading. Contacts, no. Okay. Alright. Let's do this. We're going asteroids. We can go in, because we've got the pilot to check. Gotta roll d6. Oh, got a 5. Okay. Okay, so red travel events. Page 243. 243. 2. Okay. Oh, I don't know what it's going to be. I'm not looking forward to it. Okay. Okay. And then we've got to draw a card. That was it, right? Oh, there's a... No, there we go. Red space. Okay. Okay, we've got this one, and then the next one will be at the Port Freedom. Okay. Oh, no. No, I've only just started this journey. Okay. Alright. I'm going to cut. Top card. 3 of hearts. Okay, it says here, some outside forces activates your... ship's distress beacons. You have 1D cycles before a pirate ship arrives and starts a dogfight. You can shut off the distress signal, but you will not be able to call for help until you've visited a planet or station. Okay, but it's fine. We're right next to a planet, but oh gosh. Okay, we'll roll the cycle, because obviously if it's a 1, they're going to arrive. 6, okay, they're far away. My distress beacon's not working too well. Gosh darn it. No, distress. Yeah, I think I've said that, yeah, this is state-of-the-art, whatever small ship, cruiser it is, that's been obviously adapted and over time. I didn't take it in for its last MOT check, and as Mole sits down to navigate stuff, they just press like a random button, and this distress beacon goes off, and I'm like, turn it off, and they're like, no, we kind of need it, and there's a bit of back and forth, hence why there's probably a bit of negativity going forward, and they're like, this is not a good ship, and I'm like, I'm trying, you know. It's a little bit of what's the word? There's a little bit of a bit of carry on about it as we're trying to, you know, I'm pressing buttons, the windscreen wipers are going, there's an asteroid, we're trying our best to get through. But yeah, I think we do shut it off because we're so close to the port, pirate port. It's fine, you know. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do at this point, I'm going to use my comedian ability, because this could go really poorly or really well. I mean, I could use that. I guess I could use navigator as well. Maybe. I just want to. I mean, it's a luck thing, right? So either a 6, I increase all crew happiness, but on a 1, I decrease everyone's happiness by 1. So I'd rather use it now, once per journey. And then the next journey, I think journey can be any number of hexes, right? So I guess, yeah, it's the beginning of journey. So I should use my navigator one in the next one without using any fuel. That's probably the best thing to do, right? Okay. I'm going to do it. Right, I'm going to be comedian. I'm going to say a really cool, funny line. Saying like, oh gosh, I don't even know what I'd say. Yeah, the siren's going off like blah 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 blah, and the AI's come on and it's like, it seems like you're in distress. How can I help? And I'm like, you know what they say about ships' AIs? And Mole looks at me and signs, what did they say? And I say, you wait around for 1 to turn on, and then 2 will come along at once. Oh my god, I rolled a 1. Instantly, Mole gets up and goes, I do not appreciate your joking at a time like this, and goes and locks themselves in their cabin, in their quarters. Oh, that's so frustrating. Oh no. Oh dear. Well, I tried. I can't believe I rolled a 1. Okay, so the happiness definitely goes down to 0. Use comedian. Used. And so then, therefore, it makes sense in the next one that I use my navigator to get cycle 8 to get to the next, get into the pirate port. To not use fuel. Oh, what a disaster. What a disaster. I mean, that wasn't a great bit by me anyway, but dear oh dear. Let's look at the map quickly, just so I've got it. Yeah, and then we're going to 7. Yeah, it goes from cycle 8. Movement is 9, 10 to hex 7 Jack. Jacks, we've made it there. Fuel is okay. Still the same because of navigator. Food goes down again. Gosh, we're gonna have to stop off in loads of places when we're going back the other way, aren't we? Mole's happiness is still at 0, presumably. I don't know how I would reset it. Presumably you're going to get shore leave. Right, so we're here. We're at... What do we have to do for planetfall, then? Let's go. So I'd like to do that before we end today's stream, if possible. Bounty hunting. Retrieval missions. Oh wait, of course, yeah, it was just in the dock. So we have to, as the cargo is your retrievers on a planet or station. So dock on the planet or station and draw cards as face-up planet event that is somehow tied to your cargo. You can then load it up without further issue. Okay, so we need to learn how to dock. How do we do that? She says, having a look through. Station events. Oh, that's not what we're doing. Request landing. Yes, that's what we want. Sorry, I'm zooming through the PDF to see what I can see. It's combat. We don't need combat. Drift. Oh no, we don't need that. Spacewalk. Spacewalk repair. We don't need those. Mutation titles. We don't need those. We're not an outlaw. We're not stealing. We're not hacking. We're not smuggling. We're not heat or crime. No, I just would like to dock, please. Planet info. Here we go. Getting started. Okay, I just want to. Each planet has its own prices for. Oh, let me show you guys so you can see. This is what I'm looking at. So each planet has its own prices for food, fuel, and docking, which is how much it costs to land your ship there. Thankfully, the docking fee is only payable once per visit to planet or station. Great. So they offer a number of unique services that explain how to interact with an opportunity is a way for you to generate credits or generate a mission. Okay, each planet has 4 symbols which tell you if there is a symbol, if there's a system, dealer, mechanic, doctor, or race opportunity. Oh, racing opportunity. Okay, doctor, unless you haven't made it. That's where do health. Fine. Great. Not present on that planet. Lastly, every planet has 14 events. Each cycle you're on a planet, you may choose to do one planet event or roll 1d6 to see what happens. On a 5 or a 6, a planet event happens and draw a card to see which planet event you get. Great. Okay, so let's go to... We're going to the pirate city of Port Freedom. Okay. That's a ruin. Sorry, I'm flicking through them at quite a speed just because I want to... That's Cog. Port Freedom. There we go. So, for Port Freedom, we've sort of... So, to dock here... Oh! No money to dock here. Of course. Fuel. It's 2 credits. Food is... I presume that's per unit. I'll double check in a second. Otherwise, we'll do that next time. We can deal with that. And it's got services. It's got everything on here. That's good. We've got some unique services as well. Ship, vault, broker, etc. Great. So we're all here. Great. We've made it here. What else? Oh, what else was I supposed to do? I've got to do for the planetary event, right? Right. Yes. Yeah, I had to... Wait, I had to roll for the planetary event. This page, 1, 2... Sorry, team, I'm going back and forth, just trying to remember it myself, what I was doing. So we docked, though. We docked... So, sorry, I am trying to remember what I was doing. Right. Retrieval... It was retrieval, wasn't it? So it was 1... No, that's not it. Making a living. Making a fortune. Don't need a mission board. Don't need a mission generator. Complications we don't need. There's a passenger... Okay, it's almost here. So I just wanted to check what it was. Then we'll go back. Cargo. No, it was a retrieval. There we go. That. There we go. And yeah, it had to draw to face a planet. Yeah, we had to do that. Okay. Cool. And that was... Oh, gosh, I can't remember which ones they were. Lots of flicking back and forth in this book. That's okay. Okay. Let's keep... Windsong. Forge. That's where we just came from. Oh, harvest. I've gone the wrong way. Hang on. Let's go back. City, progress, shadow, cog, port freedom. There we go. Okay. So yes, we request landing. Is nothing to dock here. We'll check in fuel and food next time, and then let's look at the port freedom events. So, okay, ready? Split, cut the deck, and first card on the top. It's the 9 of Diamonds. 9 of Diamonds. Just checking. I think it's just 9. Ah, it says here. Despite being a pirate city filled with smugglers, villains, and thugs, Port Freedom still needs people to do the everyday tasks. What surprisingly normal person do you meet? What is their job? How did they end up here? And how do they feel about their life here? Easily, this is the client. We dock quite quickly. I think we're going to spend a cycle on here anyway to recover some health and happiness and all that sort of thing. But instantly, waiting for us in the bay is an individual who I'm just going to say is the client. I'm just going to call them client for ease. Maybe we'll get their proper name later on. Hang on, travel event, planet event, client. I think, yeah, if anything, they are just what I would call just a normal person, mundane, happy-go-lucky, like they're just dressed like proper normal car, just like their face is so bland that I'm having to properly focus to remember who they are, and maybe that's some sort of thing that they have, and they are actually they're not the client, they are the assistant to the client. They've been asked to oversee this AI because it's quite important, so maybe it's like a personal assistant of some sort, to whatever. I think it's that they've managed to claim back this ship's AI has been taken off them, and now it's up to us to take them back. So they're a bit nervous, perhaps. They've been on Port Freedom a lot longer than obviously this is my first time going, and they look very keen to go. They're like, no time staying. Like, oh, we need to refuel, we need to put food up, etc. And they're like, okay, fine. When I ask about their stuff as they sort of come on board with like a little briefcase that is not shackled to them, but like has a handcuff to them, and they're like, no questions, it's fine, just super normal as a result. I think if anything, the time here, that you can tell that they've felt things, but they've decided like time to leave, time to go. But one thing they do when they come in, they see that our little place where we've got loads of like food is left everywhere, and like there's a tablecloth, and they're like, this won't do. And so they once they've put the AI in their quarters, which obviously now I've had to turf them all out of, which I feel really bad about, they decide to they help clean up, and we take rubbish out together. These do our chores essentially to make the place a little bit livable. They like a bit of sparkle, a bit of clean, and it like I turn around and go, gosh, I realise now that maybe that's why Mole was not very, very happy. It was a bit of a mess in here. There was no way to deal with the trash and stuff. So yeah, maybe some sort of like proper cleaner person, in the sense of like they like things being neat and tidy and cleaning, and they just clean as they go. That's it. They clean as they go. Clean as they go. Great. Okay, I think that's it. One thing I'm going to do though before we go for the outro, because I appreciate we've gone a little bit long, is I do want to check out about this refueling and food situation. So it did say what I can do. Is that per unit? I guess so. I've got to spend so much money on my bloody team. Let me see. Tell you what, let's go. Why don't we go to the index? That might tell us a little bit more. Oops, go past some of the character sheets. Oh no, these are all. Okay, that's not it. Let me move these. Planet info, traveling. Harvest, foraging, luck. Oh, so those are the places. Okay. Just gambling. No, we're not doing any of that. I think we're just trying to. How much is food? I just pay per thing. Needs traits, skills, jobs. Let's go back to that planet info thing. Maybe it'll tell us a little bit more. Whoop. Gotta. I just want to look at food. Great. 14 defense. Tell you what I'll do, I will very cheekily maybe refill everything. So I've got it for next time. I can't find it instantly, and I appreciate we've run on quite late. So let me find where it was. Sorry, flickering through. Progress, shadow, cog, and port freedom is there. So fuel is 2 credits. I think it's going to be per unit, and food is going to be 10 credits. So I'm going to replace everything. So let me just pop that onto the. So food-wise, if we're replacing everything, so refill at port freedom. So food-wise, food is 2 credits per slot, I'm guessing. So we want to get back to, we've got 8, so 16 credits I'm going to spend. And fuel is 20 credits per slot. And we want to get back up to 20. So that is, how much is that? We're on 14. Oh Lord, I'm gonna have to calculate quickly. I'm not super good. So it's 20 times 14 equals 280 credits. 280 credits. Ooh, it's gonna be. Oh, this better be worth this money. I don't think it's gonna make any money. This. So that is in total 296 credits, which I'll pay out of my budget as captain with 1,000 credits. So that leaves me with 1,000. Take. No, that's not what it was. 1,000. Take 2. 704 credits. Captain's credit is 704. Okay, that's my current credit rating. There we go. All right, so we've made it to Port Freedom. And that's where we're going to end it there for now. Maybe we'll come back. Maybe we'll do some more. But that's your first taste, everyone, of For Small Creatures Such As We. A little bit of everything. Let's go back to main Fiona Cam. There you go. I hope you really enjoyed it. I really much enjoyed playing it. I appreciate maybe it took a little bit longer to do character creations, but I really wanted to show people how do you create like a fully fledged thing. This could be like the start or something. Although, who knows? Who knows? I feel like Mol's ready to leave me already. So, thank you so much for joining us for this stream of For Such Creatures Such As We. If you have enjoyed this game or this playthrough of it, please consider grabbing your own copy on Anna Blackwell's itch.io store or on their website, which is blackwellwriter.com. This has been a pre-recorded stream for EUphoria Summer of Sci-Fi, which has been put together by the wonderful Darcy and Ida. If you've enjoyed this particular stream, consider following EUphoria on their socials, which are listed down below, and on Twitch and YouTube, and check out the upcoming sessions for this wonderful launch event. Consider donating as well via the Patreon, or just simply spreading the word about what EUphoria does, raising the bar for diversity, safety, and excellence in EU and UK TTRPG. In the scene for that sort of thing. And finally, I have been Fiona. I'm an improviser, an actual play performer, and podcaster. I use she, her pronouns. You can find out more about what I'm up to with the link that's probably going to appear, hopefully in the description, but if not, I'm sure it'll be around. But I would love for you guys to check out What Am I Rolling, which is a twice monthly tabletop RPG one-shot podcast, where we look at different RPG systems and look up different ways to tell wonderful collaborative stories. I'm also the founder and co-host of the DM's Book Club, which is a weekly book club podcast where we talk about some Dungeons & Dragons and discuss how we might improve it and implement it into any kinds of systems or campaign. We read the books so you don't have to. You can find Where and the DM's Book Club wherever you listen to podcasts. Thank you so much for coming on this journey. I hope you've enjoyed a very lo-fi stream, although I found it stressful at the best of times. Please go check out more stuff by EUphoria, and I'm sure I'll have to come finish this back for... we need to see if we make it all the way to Forge with this weird AI that we've picked up in Port Freedom. Thank you so much, friends. Love you. Stay safe and have a pleasant rest of your day. Bye.